Mario. Mario.
Alright, we're gonna try this again, testing the audio to make sure it actually works this time.
Mario.
Alrighty. Alright, so let me make sure we're good. Okay, looks decent. Alright, so I am chilling. Like, I've been like very exhausted over the past couple, honestly, weeks, just trying to get all this stuff together. Let me wait. Can you guys hear the music? Okay, so the music is in the background. If anything weird happens, let me know. I know it's late and I apologize. I know those of you on the East Coast, hey, please, enjoy it and watch it back. God knows. I want to do this during the day, kind of. I wanted to be able to show y'all like everything that I was like, oh, I was just so proud of everything I've been doing. I still am. I really am. It's just, it always sucks. I never get to execute it the way that I want to. You know what I'm saying? So, but either way, like for those of you, if anybody misses it or anything like that, it's cool. You can watch it back. And then, obviously I'll be making like a reel, which is going to be a lot shorter. But then I'm going to try to work to get it to like the kind of longer form a little bit, like YouTube wise, if people are interested in the details of how I made some of this stuff. But yeah, what's up, Nate? What's up, Max? How you doing, Nighthawk? Yeah, like I said, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Yesterday, but that y'all that really know me, y'all know if you saw it in the Discord, y'all know I had a breakdown. That's just what it was. It just was what it was. Hey, Max, thank you for the 22 months. Thank you. Yeah, like even right now, like I was gonna try to start earlier, but I was like fighting a migraine all day. Wow. still adjusting like the prints. So I'm gonna. Oh, I don't have any. I don't think I have like any like music to. Because I want to try to piece it together because I'm not gonna be able to assemble it because there's still like some little detailing it that I need to do. But I will at least explain it to you guys what the parts look like and all that kind of stuff. Because now pretty much they're fully painted, but I don't want to assemble it and then be like, damn, I need to take that off and do a respray on it. So I figure at least showing y'all just so y'all can see some of what the fuck I've been doing is better than nothing. He said it's been a day. I said it's been a week. Everyone going through. Yeah, it's like, and that's the thing. I know, like I've been seeing it, and I think that too. Knowing everybody's stressing as much as I'm stressing, you would think it'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Like we're all stressed, but I'm just like, everybody's stressed. No one knows what to do. I'm just like, oh my god. Like it's just I cannot think. Like it's just a lot. So got my ass cooked on Wednesday. Okay. Thank you. Can we just maybe this would be the little, everyone just get out your grievances or just the stress of it. You know what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Like, saying like the goal overall, like I had to constantly over this past week just tell myself like we're just having fun. We're just gonna go to have fun. I'm not like, it's not like I'm like anything commercial where I'm just like, oh, I'm representing PlayStation when I go up there. So I got, just the goal in the end, regardless, is just have fun. Anything else that comes with it is just extra. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, I'll be mad for, the time and effort you spent, and then you get up there and you're like, well, this didn't look like this, or I didn't get to go to all of this, and it just like, you could have just still had fun. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, let's do that. Don't know what the camera's doing because it's like I'm one color than like story of my life. So eventually I am sadly, looks like I may have to update my camera, but that's besides the point. Anyway, so a dust storm. Oh, you know what? I don't know where you live, but I know like that was the other thing. Like I was taking a nap and I had to like keep an eye on my patio because like I had my prints out there drying, and me to be in Arizona, it should just be hot. It's crazy how it's just like, why is it windy of all days? I'm like, God. And so there's a lot I've been learning with just spray paints, the type of paint, like whether it be metallic, whether it be satin, flat. It's a big learning thing. So I got to give myself that grace. So I would like to go and put it out there in one aspect. If anybody, we don't have a gang of people here because it's late as hell. But if anybody just wants to shoot their shot, and if you want to guess what I'm doing before I say it, then or expose it, you're more than welcome to. What's up, Athena? How you doing? Texas was hot today, too, and just getting so. Yeah, honestly, and that's the thing. Like, it was actually kind of cool to me. I was just like, You said, I broke my Shure mic yesterday. I don't know what type of mic that is. You had to show. Is it just that one that hangs in your face? That one broke, or is it one of those other kind of ones? Because if that sucks. Yeah, Shure. Am I saying right? Shure is a brand. Yeah, this the one that hangs in front of your face. Like, how did you break it? What's the? Like I said, long story short. Wednesday, I was trying to plan for 2 cons while cooking my HelloFresh while trying to stay out of my mom's way in the kitchen. It was not. Oh yeah, no. As soon as you added the mom factor, like, not it. Yeah, like, everyone gotta move. You know what I'm saying? It's just too much. But also I did want to talk about the Sinners because I did get to do that. I'm glad I took some time out to see that with my mom because obviously y'all know I always work on Sundays, so I didn't get the chance to hang out with her on Mother's Day. So to be able to go see Sinners with her was perfect. One, because like she loves I don't know, just like, and that too, if you guys haven't seen like me and Roxy's what is it, like Roxy's show, and it's just a podcast, but if you guys listen to it, so basically at this point, if you know me, like the whole gig with Sinners, it's just like You know what I'm saying? Like, that was just my type. So I see where I get it from. You're going with Scarlet? Okay, so we have Max is shooting for Scarlet. Anybody else want to throw out? Like, I'm going to finish just kind of, I'm not going to go all into sinners, but just a little bit. And then you guys can throw in your guesses. And then I'll go and I'll show you one piece which should explain it, but we'll go. But yeah, so, you know, obviously the main part when it'd be like, it's like, y'all twins? Like, no, we cousins. Like, as soon as I saw it, I'm like, gotta take my mom. My mom loves that kind of vibe, that shit where just like, I don't know, she loved like a little smooth ass little bad boy kind of, but you know, just so I took her to it, and when she saw it, she just giggled. She's like, yeah, look at you, they just so swag. They got their little, so it was so nice just to hang out with her and get away from everything. Okay, Nightheart, you're going with Moon Knight. Okay, we got Scarlet, Moon Knight. By means, anybody else there? Ironheart, girl. Now, if I could, now that's not a bad guess, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know anything about that character until this movie. But just like the helmet and some of the gears that seem like so far, I'm like, yeah, I would do that. I need to get my skills up though. So that one was just a little too soon. Like it just came out, but that's a good one. Let's see, Lord of Vampires. You can only imagine. But yeah, like it was, I don't know, just like literally just, I mean, I grant, you know, there's a lot saying for me, but just being out during the day and just hanging with my mom, and literally I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't thinking about any social media stuff, no DreamCon, no work. We were just chilling. And I really needed that. So we did that Thursday, and we did it during old people time. So, you know, we got that discount, and we pretty much had the theater to ourselves. Thank God. Because my mom, she like, of all things, she really can't stand reptiles, and snakes are her biggest fear. So if you guys saw the movie, you already know off rip where my mom was already done. I don't know, was it even 5 minutes into the movie? Screamed so loud it echoed. Like, and not just scream, swung her body to the side towards me, and I was like, girl, and it was like, and she was crying loud. I said, mama. I said, this is why for you, it's straight to DVD. Like, this is why we don't go out where a lot of people are out. We go out when nobody's here. She's like, girl, don't do that to me. I was just like, girl, the snake? I'm like, we have a whole rest of a vampire thing. And I was like, here we go. So that was, you know, how the movie, but y'all, I'm gonna let y'all know, I was down bad, bitch. I was down bad. Oh, I was sad. I was like, because I would have watched, like, and I mean, they still could do it, so I'm gonna throw that out there. Like, they could do a whole prequel of, like, you know, Smoke and Stack's adventures before all this. I would watch that to the ends of the earth, because, oh, I was messed up for 2 days. Just 2 days. I'm like, why can it be like this? Oh, Lord, I was down bad. So y'all already know. Y'all should have said something to me. Okay, Nate, you're going with Emma Frost. I ain't gonna lie. I'm almost confident. You know, like, I would say maybe, depending on something, like, depending on maybe, like, another one of her cosplays that come out. Maybe, I don't want to go as far as maybe, like, next year, but I can almost see me trying to pull off a little something. Because that skin with the black one, the black fit, yeah, like, let me figure it out. It's always good to get away from the internet. It really was. It was just like, you know, you say you married falling behind on content. Honestly, this is all I got. Like, that's why yesterday I was like, and then I can't stream. It's just like, I mean, I really haven't been posting. Obviously, you guys know the streams have been like, but that's why I like where I'm at least able to kind of stream with you guys in the Discord, and we'll play. And honestly, like, that made me so, like, the way that threw me off, like, it's crazy how much I'm gonna be honest, kind of depend on that. Like, me not playing, like, Marvels with you guys on Friday, I was like, everyone's okay? I'm just gone. I just disappeared. Like, it's just like, I just felt alone. I was like, that was my thing. Like, I'm just like, ugh. So yeah, so I needed to do something to keep me sane. So I apologize. It was just so much that I'm like, I can't even stay awake. But yeah, so I found out there was so much stuff I wanted to post and whatnot, and then the time that I have, and y'all know, in my job, like, and it's only getting worse, because really them last 2 weeks really messed me up when were like, oh yeah, like, so the day before, can you come in during days and then do this? And I'm like, and then just, it was rough. But yeah, so don't feel bad. I think, like I said, I think everybody's just trying to figure it out and get it going. But yeah, as y'all can see, that my mom and that snake. And then the thing is, we watched the whole movie. Obviously, the parts that my mom liked, she liked. But if you ask her, like, oh, how'd you like Sinners? The first thing she's going to tell you about that snake. 5 minutes, she'll tell you about the snake. Snake wasn't even in there 2 minutes. I had to ask her on the drive home, was there any other highlights other than the... She's like, oh, no, it was a good movie. But, girl, I don't know what it was. It was just the snake popping out, the sound. Girl, I was like... And because I really haven't been to movies like that. That shit was loud in there. I was like... And we didn't even go to, like, the IMAX, like, the big one. Like, I was just like, damn. But, I mean, you got used to it. So, what'd you say? I'm ready for Ballerina and Nobody 2 now. What? I ain't heard of none of that. Those movies, you're going to have to drop that in the Discord. I don't know none about those. What I do want to see is him. That I'm looking forward to. So, yeah, it's late and I don't want to keep y'all too long. But I don't know what's a piece I can show y'all. Let me see. I think, let me show y'all. Okay. So it is marble. It is marble. I will say that. Damn, because I didn't get that fully colored yet. Is it this piece? Okay. If you see this, and you know I have to purple that, does it mean anything to you? Could you guess what, knowing me, what it could be? You're going with Punisher. If you got some time. So this is one, and the thing is, this is a 20-piece. Athena. You got it, girl. So yeah, I was like, I've been working on this for a minute because it's a 21-piece assembly. So that means I have to sand, like, obviously spray paint, color, the whole thing. Like, it's a lot. So, I'll get into details of the pieces. Really, we could go to that other screen and I'll try to bring it up so you guys can see what I'm working with and what it's kind of looking like. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's a whole ting. What to be that? All right. So, let me bring up the Discord because I sent the pictures to myself. And that's the thing. That's where it's like, this whole process is like new in a sense of like content creating. Because like, yeah, me doing crafty stuff, like that was, if you guys, you know, I don't really think anybody OG really knows me before I started really streaming and stuff. But like that's what I was doing. It was just artwork and doing different crafts and stuff. If you guys look like at the bottom of my page, it really don't take that much to get there because I don't post that much. But like I made like Christmas ornaments, the whole nine. So I would do a lot of crafty stuff. So to be able to get back into this is cool. But the new element to all this is the fact of doing the recording of it. You know what I'm saying? Where you're just kind of like, the fuck? So, then it's like, you know, you want to just work on stuff, and then you got to stop, record this, show the process, and like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that part. Let me get this screen. Let me, how should we do? We'll do, yeah. So I'll show you guys what the whole thing is supposed to look like. And that's the thing, like, mind you, I got this file, no instructions. Like, there's nothing telling me how to assemble this. Like, I just have to look at the picture and be like, all right, I'm guessing this is what we're doing. So, let me see. I want to make sure this looks, all right, this should be decent, all right? So you guys can see all the, all right. All right, so, okay. GQ, the struggles and trials and tribulations of putting together my shit. Okay, so this is what the gun fully looks like assembled all together. That's why there's like so many pieces, and there's like stuff that I still need to do details. So I wish you could see the mouse on here when I'm doing it. But like, so actually I'll just bring up the piece. Duh, that's the whole point of this thing. Anyway, all right. So, yeah, nothing crazy. I got the butt of the gun, like, and I did it kind of like a flat black because I wanted to like. So here's the crazy thing, like the touch of stuff. Like I could touch something, and then sometimes it has kind of like a sticky feel sometimes. So I did like a flat black. So if I touch it, then you don't see any fingerprints. So there's that. So we have that, and then like you have this piece that goes together. So it's the whole thing. I'm gonna try to hold and assemble it together, but I'll show you what it looks like. Just make sure you put it in an orange tip. Oh yeah, like honestly, I gotta figure out because there was another dude who brought it to a con. Like so, obviously I did check this to figure out like how this is gonna look. Give me 1 second. Um, yeah, so the guy, because it was another guy who brought it to like a different type of. I think I may have that picture up here, but because of the way he colored it, it was clearly like, if you think this is a real gun, then you go off. But still, I'll figure it all out in the details specifically how it is because like it doesn't have like a real nozzle like where it's just like like a Nerf gun where just like obviously the tip you would tape off like literally the piece that I showed you is this. Like this is the most that it looks like. So if you're gonna sit up there and have me repaint that orange just so it's not doesn't look like a real gun, you throw the whole thing off. I don't got time for that. But yeah, I have to do it to mine. DreamCon said all gun props need a color tip and so you don't miss the point. What? So you don't mess up with the paint. Yeah, I'll figure out something else. Like I'll try to because it's too it's kind of hard to like because you have the main barrel of this. Like now, no, now I'm explaining like the legality so I could get this in here. Let me try to show y'all what I'm talking about. Like you have this big opening, so it's like this. So obviously I themed it so it's purple. So you already have that, and then it's you see what I'm saying? Like so I'm gonna figure that out. I'll figure it out my own way. I'm gonna make that work because like it's like so this goes together like this, and then so that's what I'm saying. It already so it's like if I gotta even if it's like they just want to fuck up my cosplay, I guess, or what I'm trying to do, and I gotta put orange tape around the little holes that lead to nothing, then fine. But it just like you want me, then it just fucks the whole thing up. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but I'll figure it out because already this is like not real. But yeah. So so the other hard part of like getting this to get my bad. I'm sorry. Like I'm thinking about how this is going, and it's just like. I know it's just me talking, which is weird, dead ass silence. I'm like, let me see if I can find a little bit of some lo-fi, something to put in the back. Like I usually have like one just to throw on. But yeah, so whoa, good God, volume, the fuck? Hold on, let me see. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it, to be able to get all this together. Where's the I had a different type. I'm like, I just want to like I don't want no crazy beat coming in here and just like dun 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 dun. It's like whoa. It's like the back. It's like, yeah, can we get some more to soothe the mood? Let me see. It is damn. I'm sorry, y'all. Hold up. No. There you go. We'll go with that. Let me see. What's up, Jose? How you doing? Let me see how the stream's sounding. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can even. Hello? Let me see. Is it coming through to y'all? Like. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Oh wait, do I actually already have background music? Oh no, I don't. Okay, I was like, hold on, because I forgot I actually do have a. Okay, there we go. Duh. Okay. Alright, there we go. I was like, let me fix this. I'm like, something ain't right. Alright, either way. So, yes. Alright, so we're good. Let me. I was just like, but anywho, so where was my point and where I was going with all this? Totally got thrown off. But anyway, yeah. Aside from the legalities of me getting the gun in there, I'll figure that out. But as far as like when let me see. I'm trying to think of something else to show y'all. Like, so figuring out the color scheme of it. What's up, mother? How you doing? I made like four to five like test runs of just trying to figure out the color aspect of this, like, because I'm not doing a 1-for-1 shot where just like, okay, I just figure it out. It's just like, okay, how would I do this that it would actually work, that, you know, you don't have too much purple, too much this. And that too is the reason why I was like, okay, let me hold up before being like, okay, let me go and assemble it on stream, because like once I start seeing it together, I was like, well, hold up, like I don't want to assemble this, and that's not what I really want to do. And I was like, oh, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be assembling, and it's like, you know, so I was like, let me hold on. So I made like I said, like four or five of these. So it's so mainly I stuck with these two. The other version is you know what's funny? The other version actually were, oh, you can't see the little mouse on this. Okay. So the other version where this is purple, I had it silver, and then another portion, like the difference here is that you see, so the band, this right here, this part. So instead I was like, I don't know if to leave this all silver and have this black, or have it where half of it is black and then the other part is silver. And then I had like some transitioning paint, like you guys are gonna see that. It's so sick. I can't wait to show y'all. So I was gonna put that in there, but with practice and how I saw how the transitioning paint worked, it works better on a bigger space. So there's no point in me trying to tape this all off just to do that little piece in there. So I was like, okay, well, let me chill on that. Hold on, let me move this so I can see y'all. Oh, what's up, January? How you doing, girl? Haven't seen you in a minute. Thank you so much for using your Prime with them 28 months. How you doing? Oh, I missed you. Literally anytime I make a matcha, I think of Brandy. So I just, like, she's the reason why, like, my matcha got bougie. Where I just didn't go to like basic little stuff. But just like, she's like, no, you can make your own. Like, here's, I was like, yeah, like, so yeah, so you will never not be a thought in my mind, whatever that comes up, because it's like I make my own matcha now. I have a whisk. Like, so thank you so much. What's up, Forge? How you doing? Yeah, I'm printing these myself. The only thing I'm not doing yet is like designing them full 3D at this point, because I'm just trying to get used to like the 3D printer and the painting of it, because I you know, I do hand painting, but I never did like spray painting. So just like with everything I'm trying to do, I didn't have the time to try to relearn, you know, 3D modeling again right now, and then to just try to jump in to think I'm gonna do all this. So actually, like, I was on Ren's stream and she was happened to be talking about it. She used the same I guess 3D modeler that I use for the whatchamacallit, Marvel stuff. So it was funny because I saw that they upgraded and now they have Storm's new headpiece, and I was like, ooh, cause I was almost thinking about doing that, but I was like, to me, trying to get the whole fro thing, it was just a little too much at this point with a short notice about the time that we had. So I was going to let you guys know right now, I was not able to do the arm. They do have the arm that you can 3D print that out, but that to me is a higher level skill of where I'm at in this 3D printing, where I know how to like measure my arm to then what I need for a 3D print. And also I think I would like to get like a different type of filament that has a little bit more flex to it than that I'll be able to do. And again, it's like, you know, the painting and stuff like that. So so this, what I was talking about, so this part, I was gonna make this purple, but I ended up switching it once I assembled it. I'm like, the purple, let me actually show you what the purple, but the purple nasty though, bitch. Like, this is how my metallic purple came out. So yes, I did find some metallic purple paint. So it looks nice, but since it's going up against black, it's kind of, it does kind of look a little dark, you know, just on each other. So let me assemble some of this so you guys can see what it would look like. I think, what is it? So it's gonna be like this. All right. So there's like, well, I guess, you know, you get it. Like, so it'll be like that. So you have like that angle. So with like this, it doesn't look as bad, but it just, I needed a little bit more contrast. So, and the thing is, this paint, I had to do so many coats just to get it to get that metallic look. So right now, I don't know what's going on with that spray can. Like, it's a little runny, and I'm like, oh my God, like, it was kind of making a mess. So even when I was spray painting my mask, I was like, God, get me through this. So I was babysitting that bad boy out on like the patio. I was just like, please don't blow over my stuff. And like every day, like Roxy, she'd be cracking up because I would be talking to her sometimes, and even my mom and my sister, and I would wake up and like, my prints, like, because I would have them out on the patio, and if I heard some wind or something like that, I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Zaya's Nerd, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, like there's been times that I woke up and I had like these small pieces that they either fell on the floor, and I'm like, please don't let it be scuffed. But honestly, this paint is very durable, so I thank God for that. But so with this aspect, so that basically we're right here with it. I guess I should have did it so it actually matched what we're looking at, but whatever. Anyway, so you got this. So instead, I guess, so the other piece that, like I said, I was trying to debate how I was going to do it. If I was going to have it partially be black or leave it where it's silver. So do I have the right piece for the right side? And don't. So like this piece is going to go on the side of the gun like so, and then it'll look like that. So I figured that would be a better contrast and breaking it up and would look a little bit better. So that's why I went with the full silver right here. And then so it isn't too much like, you know what I'm saying? Like dark black, 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 black. You know what I'm saying? And then just kind of look like, girl, what did it? Shit, then it really does look like a gun. It's just like, it's just all this black. So it's so colorful and so, you know what I'm saying? So I really like how this turned out. I really wanted that to pop with the purple and whatnot. And I'm glad even though it's just like, why don't you do the same purple here? Because that would have been a mess. That would have been a mess. Oh yeah, the gloss sets it. Oh, okay, thank you. Like, that's what I was hoping for. And like, so, and that too, like with the metallic silver, you can mess this up easy. Like fingerprints will get on this something bad. So after I spray painted it, I had to do a clear coat on it because I learned that from doing the dice. The dice looked really nice, but like as soon as I painted it, but then once I was picking it up and I'm playing with them, rolling the dice and stuff, then it did pick up like dirt and fingerprints really easy. I'm like, so that's why unfortunately that one I won't be giving out at DreamCon because I don't like the quality of it. Like it was so pretty at first, and then once the other sides look nice, I'm like, so that's when I learned spray a coat on it. What's up, Kaiser? How you doing? Welcome in. See, and that's why I was like, and that was another reason that held me off on some of the stuff I was doing. It got pushed back because I looked up and I found like the metallic paint, like I didn't have to order it and it was at AutoZone. I was like, oh hell yeah. So y'all know I picked up a couple different metallics. So I gotta let y'all know because I'm too excited. Be ready for a Mega Man dice, boy. Oh, I found a metallic blue. I can't wait. So I'm not gonna be ridiculous and try to do it before DreamCon because it's just, but I am gonna I think that'll be fun because I have a couple other things and I found like some other transitioning paints, and I think that would be fun. So I think there'll be a lot of fun with just to find something small, and I think I may even find like other small prints that I could do that just testing those out, that'll be fun. And then like when I have stuff giveaways or something like that, I'll drop a couple of those in there in the whatever box or whatever I send y'all. It'll just be fun. I think that would be really cool to be able to do. So that's why this whole action came to be. So this right here this, instead of purple, I end up doing it like this, where I still haven't take the tape off because I still got to do some more painting. That's why I was like, yeah, I can't do the assembly yet because like there's, I don't know if you guys can see it because of that, but there's tape in between here, and then like because I had to paint this side, and that too is a lot to think about because it's your order of operation and how you paint this stuff. So it's just like, okay, like I said, just right now, I don't want to take all this tape off here now because I'm gonna I still need to paint, what is it, this piece right here. So that's what this is. Let me see if you can see it. It's kind of hard to see because all the silver, but that's what this is. So I don't want to take this tape off yet because not only this needs to be covered, but then all of this I need to cover, and there's no point in me taking this off because at least this is just additional protection, and then cover all this so I can paint this. So yeah, so this, like the way I indicated with that teal is the transitioning of it. So I know it's kind of like, what the hell is that? And also it's like, what's up with this handle? I was going to do a transition on that, but it wouldn't stand out as much. So I'm going to show you guys the picture of what the transition color looks like, because I think you'll understand it a little bit more than me showing you, because I don't know if it's going to show up on camera well. Oh, did I not take a picture of it? Oh, that's amazingly stupid. Or did it just not upload right? No, it didn't. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, ooh, that's that fresh wet. Like, oh, that gloss. But you see, like, this was like maybe after like 3 to 5 coats. So I still had to do like another couple just to get that solid, like, you know what I'm saying, confident purple. You know what I'm saying? But there's no like little glimmers of, and then always getting the edges. Like, I'd be thinking I was done and go look at the edge and like, damn, I got to do this or something like that. And this was really hard to paint too because it's like, I don't know why. It was just like, it just takes a lot to coat it. I'll just say that. So I'll say like my spray painting skills, boy, that little flick of the wrist. You learn, you live and you learn. Let me see if you guys can see it. Let's see. So it's that. So it's kind of hard. Like, it mainly just looks like a teal to you guys, but like when it's tilted, it has like, see me, I can see purple, and it has that look to it. So as you guys see me walk around with it, you'll see like the colors transition a little bit. But because as you can see, like basically kind of at best just looks green, that it's not gonna stand out as much off of a black. So I was like, okay, well, let me not do that on that. I'll just make the whole thing black. But then when I was taping it off, I'm like, oh, well, I could do like the insert silver though and make that stand out so it's not just all black. So how this would go, let me see if I can assemble some of it so you can see how it's gonna look. And that's the thing, this thing's actually pretty big. That's why I'm like, yeah, I guess I could like take this off so you don't think it's a real gun. But I'm gonna tell you what, and then there's still like all these other little pieces inside. I'm like, so go with a grain of salt of like the fact of like, you know, some of this stuff is still taped together, but yeah, it is assembly city here. Let me see. This is gonna be crazy for me to try to. We're gonna see if I can kind of do it. Cause I mean, I've done it so many times. Cause I was too impatient to see how this is all gonna look. But like, let me see. It's like this. How the pieces go? Okay. So yeah. So I'll say like so far like this is already that much of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I still have like the other side pieces to put on, and then you have like the butt of the you still have like the butt of the gun that needs to go right here. So it's a pretty decent sized gun. So so yeah, that's why I'm like, yeah, I'm not trying to glue this all together and then I still be like, oh, I need to paint this a little bit more like this, or that needs to be this. I'm like, hell no. So what the other piece I need to show y'all, so they have, let me see, like I said, this is a 21 piece assembly. Let's see. Man. Let's see, they have a print on printables that's a spray handle. Oh yeah, you know, I have seen some of those, but I was just like, I think I needed to figure out the base of like spray pans, because the the metallic paints, like their nozzles compared to the basic like satin or flat, like, well, that, and it's like who makes the paint, the nozzles were different. And then the one that clogged up, I figured out that it wasn't the can itself, it was just the nozzle. So I was like, okay. So I would say this, like, before I throw away a can of paint, I am keeping the nozzle. So but yeah, let's see, where is, oh, so this part, so you can't really see it in the assembly. I just had to figure it out. But I don't even know if you can see it here. Like, you can't even see it here. But like, so this piece of the handle, right? And then you have this little piece, right? So I always thought like, okay, this just goes straight on here. And I'm like, okay, but it's like, one, it wasn't like smooth going on. I'm like, oh my, I was like, what's the point in this? But like, I'm like, oh, like this goes on here. So you're not really gonna see it, but if you do, you're gonna see a little bit of shimmer. Because I did test it out on this, so this also has like the transitioning color. But then that goes on here, and then this goes on this. Like, let me make sure I'm going in the right direction. So it's gonna be away. So it's gonna be like that. So like this is gonna be like this. So once the whole gun is on it, you'll see it looks like that. But that's how all this is gonna go. So so yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I said, there are no assembly instructions. It's just like like you see it. Am I doing any more cosplays? Yeah, but this one just took the most. Like, this one was like, if I can't get this gun together, I'm not doing this cosplay. Because literally, I just want to show off the gun. Like, I'm gonna be honest, the rest of the cosplay, because of, like, I didn't realize how difficult it was to find, like, I don't know, like some camo pants, like the one, like how I would like to wear. I got some, but I'm just like, what I overlooked was like all the straps and buckles and shit. And I'm like, and then that vest, apparently that's not a vest you could just get. You know what I'm saying? Like, that just ain't a, like, they just don't make vests like that. So I was like, oh, okay, that would be something simple to find. I just leave it open in the wind. Nope. I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah. So I do have like the shoulder pieces, and I did find another vest, and that was the other thing too. I was trying to do whatchamacallit, like with the purple theme. So I had to try to figure out how, you know, it's one thing you could find like camo-y kind of stuff, but if I'm trying to do purple, it's just like how to make it work. So so yeah, that was that. So hello. So let me see. So yes, obviously I made the mask, but like this is how dry and ashy all these bitches look before I got all this color on this stuff. Boy, keep me lifted. So yeah, that's pretty much the base of like all the parts and pieces that really look fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, even I'm looking forward to like being able to like to take the tape off of this and make like a decal on here. I'm thinking about maybe doing a crescent moon or something like that, because, you know, child of the night, and doing that on here. But like I said, I didn't want to rush that, and me learning just in regards to like the different paints and stuff, and how some need longer to dry and whatnot than others. I didn't want to rush it and mess it up, because I'm gonna try to untape the mask, because I had that outside, and but oh, this part, this one looks like, it looks messy now, but it was worse before. So let me show you what part this is. All right, so it's this piece back here. So that was what this is. So it looks a little like, it looks messy because like the paint, like it was kind of watery. Like I said, I had to do so many different coats. Like, I need to clean that up. And the thing is, because of the type of paint that it was, like, it kind of seeped through my tape. Even though I'm like, it's like, I mean, like, not like through like the seams of it. It's just like literally the tape, like it was just sticky. Like, even some areas is still a little sticky. I'm like, oh my God. So I actually had to sand the black part. Even though it was done, I had to sand it and repaint it. So I had to retape stuff. And I was like, all because of like, you know, I didn't know how that type of paint would work with that type of tape. And then again, you know, it's just a learning process. So then that was a setback in itself. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So, you know, it's a lot of different things. And like I said, a lot of it was just kind of like the color theory of it. Just like, does this color work? And then just, and with a lot of when I'm doing stuff like this, like, I need to be constantly in that headspace. It was hard working on this, and then just that going to work and then being away from it for like 2 or 3 days, and then trying to remember like, okay, why did I want to paint the butt of the gun like this, or why did I want, and it was just like, so that's why I was like, at a point, I'm like, I had to stop and literally draw this out. So like, because trying to like mentally remember what this is supposed to look like all the time just wasn't happening. So just in that event of like, okay, now I need to draw this out, now I need to do this, it's just a lot of extras and stuff. So so the mask, woo, but y'all know me, I'm about to be extra as a bitch. Oh, the purple is just so shiny, baby. So yeah, so this was, I want to do this last because of the type of paint that is and texture. I was honestly scared to put tape over this to do something else. So yeah, so what this looked like, let me see, before, like this was like the initial. So I painted all that area that you see gray is black, and then obviously the other parts like on the side, what you're seeing, obviously that's obviously the purple, and then the top part is going to be like the transitioning color. So I hope it all looks good. So then the parts on the side right here, I'm going to like hand paint that, because there's no point in me fully taping off this mask, doing all this just to spray paint. I'm just going to have to just coat it, get it so it looks good. I don't know what else to say, because otherwise it's just going to be a nightmare. What was it? Like, yeah, so this is what it looked like, and I taped this off, and like, there's so much tape on that, God only knows. And then I was almost tempted to just clean this up and leave it like this because it was crispy, man. But I was like, no, I really need to do this purple. I was like, let me just, so at some point this thing was black as a bitch. But yeah, but yeah, so now, I mean, like literally that was it. Like all the rest of this, the back of this is just all tape. So that was all I needed to do for this. So honestly, we could see what this looks like. I'm gonna be honest. I hope not to scream or cry. The only thing that it scares me a little bit is I think, what would make me a little nervous is like this part right here, because I don't know. I don't know if that pink, or I mean not that pink, but that purple kind of seep through. That's the scary part, is if this purple decided to act a fool. That's what I'm gonna be mad about. That's what I'm like, please God, don't piss me off. So yeah, you said what was it? I thought your name and type instead of, oh okay, you said child would have given up after trying to use that painter's tape. And that's the thing also, that too, like with all the taping I have to do, that's why I'm like, I need to make sure I'm making each move the best move, because with some, especially how detailed this stuff is, and then that too, like I do the same thing when I'm oh God, please no. Okay, I think it should be okay. Is when I was doing the dice, is that I had to use an X-Acto knife. So I'm using an X-Acto knife to make sure I'm getting the sharp edges. So when I take the tape off, everything works and looks right. It's a ting. So yeah. Yeah, I don't, trust me. That's why I got like so much of the watching of like either an anime or some of whatever done, just because just like, yeah, I'm just up here taping stuff off, getting ready, and I'll just go outside, paint it, and yeah, just one step at a time. Stuff took a while. I'm a little nervous right now because I think like that's the other thing, I can't be leaving like this tape on here too long, because I think like the adhesive itself gets on the different layers of paint, and then it, you know what I'm saying, it looks sticky, but I'll just end up washing it. Hold on, I'm trying to get a good piece so I can peel this off. See, that's the thing, like when you're painting and then the layers on layers on layers, and it just kind of like, it makes trying to peel all this shit off, like, please just, work so I can get in all these crevices. See, even right now, yeah, I'm gonna clean it and hopefully it's okay, because this edge part, you can cut, yeah, actually it's not as bad as what it looks like to me. So this is like the transitioning paint, but to me it just looks kind of sticky just because of the tape that was on there. So I'll clean that off, and then yeah, we should be good. And then like I said, these little small parts right here, I'm just gonna, cause like, let me see if you guys can see it. No, Like, so there's like, it looks like it's like a button on the side. So I had that silver. So I just need to detail that around it and just have it be like a flat black. Yeah, so then we should be good on that. And then I think, but that's the other thing I realized I need like they have like painter's tape, or I guess maybe, is it painter's tape? Well, it has to be, but it's like really thin, like strips thin. So I'm like, I can get into those like small grooves without having to cut like a small piece. And you know what I'm saying? It just, that right there is a nightmare. And then that, obviously I feel like there is better tape out there. Like, that would have not had me in such a situation, like I said, where I had to like take stuff off, and then have to repaint it because somehow that paint seeped through, or something stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this one looks a lot better. This one doesn't look too bad, but I think it just to get that shine from it, yeah, I do need to kind of scrub it up. But yeah, I feel like I can see where it looks like it may have seeped through, but we should be okay. But yeah, other than that, like at this point of what I'm doing, it's all just what am I trying to say? Like, yeah, it's just detail work. It's just literal, like, okay, I just need to touch this up and whatnot. Because even right now, as I'm looking at the bottom of this, like, I'm glad I taped it the way I did, because I'd rather have to paint it like this right here. You see? I'd rather just paint that piece of black than thinking I'm going to try to figure out how to get this purple in there, because it ain't happening. It's just a lost cause, because this process with this purple, as much as I love it, and that's more so too why I'm like, I really need to work on getting to the point of getting like an airbrush, because then it's not as, one, I won't have to use as much tape. Two, is like it's not as much of a process trying to get into like small areas, and I'll have a little bit more control over the stuff I do. So I think that'll help and cut down time a lot. Obviously, initially, you know, the time won't be like, oh, and everything just easily went away and all my troubles, and it was just, I'm, you know, whipping shit out like no other. Obviously, it's a learning curve, because, you know, doing airbrush is, you know, a technique in itself. But, you know, compared to thinking I got to be outside airbrushing all this shit every day is like, I mean, not airbrushing, but spray painting and doing all this is kind of like, Lord, keep me lifted. So, yeah. So it looks like with this, it's just more so I'm just gonna have to clean up. And all it is literally just like going in the kitchen and just like running like some warm water over it. And you would think, like, I was nervous. I'm like, oh, if I do that, am I gonna like mess up the paint or this, that, and the other? It's not gonna, like, no, it's actually fine. So that's why, like, when you see, like, even with the Moon Knight thing, like, that thing's pretty much been done, but I just haven't done like the last color of it. That's why I posted it up, like, you know, a color suggestion. But a lot of those I needed to do just to get the practice and the feel of like, okay, well, this is what I want it to look like. This is what happened when you do this, so I don't do this big project and then be like, oh no, like, because even printing this out, the mask actually printed pretty fast, but overall, like, all the parts, like a sheet of parts, I mean, I don't know, I think the longest I've ever, like, I had a print, it was like maybe 8 hours. So it's just like, you don't want to be messing up something that takes that long to print, just in case, you know, you mess it up too bad where it's like, okay, I just need to print out another one. Honestly, a lot of times, worst case scenario, all you need to do is just sand it. No matter how bad it is, or just sand it down. But you can sometimes end up sanding off the details of what you're trying to do. So far, this is what it looks like. Obviously, like, mind you, I just took off the tape, but the metallic sides, though, oh my God. Like, I think I really like that I left this like a flat black, because it makes the sides look so, for real, just, it looks like metal. Like, that's fire. And that's why I took so much time with the sanding. What's up, Mr. Money? How you doing? The 3D printer I use is the Creality. Am I done behind? If you look, I have it on my link tree now. My 3D printing page. So I'm gonna put all my stuff, like mainly that over there. Like, I'll kind of like collab stuff with that page to kind of build it up a little bit so people know even where to go. But yeah, it's a Creality, what is it? K1 Max. So it's the the newest one that just came out, that's the one that has like, what is it called? The ABS, where it has like the multi filament setup on the top, like the bamboos do. But mine is the one right before that. So like the baby of that, because the one I have was the biggest one, but that's why I got that deal. But it was Black Friday because they were coming out with that new one. I'm like, bet. So what I got for that size, and I got all the extra stuff, like a couple reels and the plates on the inside. I got a couple of those, like significantly discount compared if I just would have bought it outright like any other time. So use the older. Okay, Ender 3. Yeah, I've seen it. Is that the best slinger, or is it still stable? Cause I know I would always see the Ender, but I don't know if it's like if all of those were bed slingers or not. But yeah, the main reason why I wanted to do the K1 3D Max, I know it may be like, damn, like you went big like that on your first 3D printer, but I don't have the space to play around. So yeah, best. Okay, yeah. I don't have the space to play around to sit up there and be like, oh, okay, well now I need to upgrade, and I want to do like, if I could do it, and that's why I save my money and make sure I could do it right when I can. Like the fact that it's big enough that I could print like a whole mask in one shot, like that right there was perfect. Like, so a lot of anything else I would do, it would be a lot easier that way. Like, yeah, I was like, oh well, it'd be cool to have like the to be able to do the multi-print setup. I'm like, I knew a lot of the stuff I was gonna want to detail, and I wanted like, I don't want it looking like a 3D print where it just looks like, oh, you just printed that off. Like I want to sand it to where it looks like glossy like this. So it's just like, well, if I'm gonna sand it and paint it anyway, why do I need all those colors for? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, at this point, it's this. And then I've seen even with the bamboo, like they're probably later gonna have where that's just an add-on that I can do to the 3D printer I already have. So I'm like, I'd rather do that. So, and I think even that one, the newer one that they came out with, that one is like even bigger than mine. And then some of the extra stuff that they had, it really wasn't that serious of what I needed. So I'm like, no, I'm good. So yeah, so really I could go back to the main screen, because this is pretty much, I just wanted to show you guys the reference of like, one, all the pieces that I had to paint, because like a lot of this, like even just like the trigger, this is just an inside piece, and there's actually another dowel in there that I need to use to like secure, like I believe this piece and this piece together. So yeah, so once I do like the little detailing work on it, like I said, mainly it's gonna be like these little grooves right here, and then like clean up this part. Yeah, because like I said, the handle itself, like I scrapped doing the transitional color on it and just had it been silver. And then yeah, so I really think it's gonna be cool. And then I just got to do this main part. So I'm really looking forward to it. But I didn't want to rush or wait, to be like, oh, well, I got to wait until I can assemble it all together on stream. And I'm cutting down on time where like everybody's stressing, excuse me, as we're trying to get ready for DreamCon. So if I end up getting all this stuff together and can put it together even off stream or something like that, I need to be able to do that without it having to be in a whole lot. But I didn't want you guys missing out on like just the process of how it's going, because honestly, like it's been so cool. Like I said, once I clean off, like it's kind of hard to see, but like yeah, like I said, it doesn't look as bad to y'all as it does to me, but I know it's gonna pop though once I clean off just the adhesive of the tape and whatnot. It's gonna shine so much better. Like it's like, oh, do I have, let me see if I can't send it to myself, because I think I had a picture of when it was all taped up, and I did the let me see, hold on, and I just had just the transition color on it, and I was like, ooh, like baby. Oh, okay, here we go. I think this you'll be able to see it a little bit more. There we go. Let's bring it up before we leave. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's been a lot of fun. I think I'll like have even more fun doing more of my 3D prints, like when I'm not crunch time for this. Let's see. So yeah, you see the glow? Do you see the glitter? Like, oh my God. So yeah, that's my patio. That's what it looks like. So I have my stuff out there drying. And then, so if I take a nap and I'm like, okay. And if I hear some wind, I'm like, my prints. Like, I gotta like rush to get up and get it to make sure ain't nothing stupid happening or whatnot. But yeah, like oh my God. Like, I almost wish I could have did, I will say this. I'll put it this way. Because I really do like the way this looks because for the theme of the gun. So it all matches though. But, I'll just have this play in the background. But like, there is other transitioning paint that I want to dabble into. I'm like, so really we can kind of take a look at that because I'm going to, I think they have it at, because I'll just be researching stuff. So I'll be taping stuff off and just watching, you know, I don't watch an ungodly amount of YouTube videos. Like even before I brought the printer. So, you know, keep us lifted now. Let me, what was it? Would it be Google? And then, what is it called? Color shifting. That's what it's called. Shifting paint. Let's see. Let me bring this up and we'll take a glance at it. Hello. I don't know which one is which. There we go. So, let me move this over a little bit. All right. So, like they have this, and obviously this is where you just hand paint it. Not bad, but I haven't seen, really no, I don't think I found this one that was a color shift. So yeah, you said this is exciting, more craft streaming the content. Yeah, like I would really like to do that. That's what I like wanted to do. That's the goal of this. It's just like me learning like what it takes, like how to prep to have like, okay, the stuff so I can assemble it. Because like I said, ideally I would have assembled it on stream, but I've never glued any 3D prints together. So I was like, maybe that's not the smartest thing to do right now, bitch. But yeah, later with other stuff that I do, especially like giveaway things, like I told you guys for my birthday, because I did not forget, with the gifted subs that I got, like when we saw those Mario mushrooms and stuff, like I want to do those, and that's the thing, like they were kind of big, but I can scale them down, and so yeah, we can, like, I don't know, I think it's fun like to like do this stuff together. Like, you know, we can do a poll, you guys, you know, give me ideas of what color you like to do this and like to do that, and we could just, I don't know. Like, but I will say this now. Now see, so Amazon, this is the paint that I have. This is what I got, but I got it from AutoZone and it was $17. Still nothing to sneeze at. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't no $21.35. But the significant difference in, see, even this, like I haven't tried the Rust-Oleum. I looked at how. This one, I would say this one's a chunkier glitter look. You know, it just looks like you just sprayed like a glitter bomb. I would say it looks like it has a texture to it, like that. It doesn't, where mine is a flat, smooth, like it always had the gloss built in, like that. This gives like, I threw down glue and then slung some glitter on it. That one, I didn't really like the way that looked. But the color shift is a significant price difference from like basic color paint. Cause like now with everything going up, like my paint, it used to be like $5 a can, $5.50 for the sake of conversation. What's up, Sherry? How you doing? So just popping in and say hi before you go to sleep. Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much. Hope you sleep well. If nothing else, if you get a chance to check over the screen to see, you know, my cosplay a little bit, by all means, be able to do so. But yeah, nothing else. I'm thinking I'll be at least able to stream once next week, even if it is like I'm just chilling in. Because ideally, I would like to have been able to play some Marvel Rivals, but I'm like, you know, but if nothing else, later I'll jump on and I'll just be in the Discord, and then there's that. But that's besides the point. Anyway, but yeah, like, you're looking at, like, now the cans of paint are like $6 a can. And the color shifting one, like I said, when I went to AutoZone, it's like $17. We ain't going off of Amazon. It's like $70. So, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't nothing to sneeze at. So obviously I won't just be going ham with the color shifting. But even the metallics, I think, are only, well, some of I've seen, they are the same price. If nothing else, they can be like, maybe a couple dollars more. So I will say, like, once I get like the stuff I'm thinking about doing, like if you guys are interested and you guys like it, like oh, like, hey GQ, can you print me out of this? You know, literally it is something I already said I can print out. I just don't, you know, be pulling off like, oh, can I get a, I don't know, like a full blown, you know, Super Mario jumping over. I'm like, I don't know who the hell you think I am, but you know what I'm saying? But like, if it's something that I'm already doing is like different little variation of the colors. Just like I said, the easiest example is like the dice, because I would like to later, because right now obviously it's crazy with DreamCon, but later, like, because of how we play Mario Party, like be able to get you guys like what kind of custom color would you want, and we can do that. And then like honestly just leaving a donation in regards to that, because like I said, these paints are not cheap. And how long they last, I think they'll do pretty good. It's just like depending on how big the project is, like because like this one, this metallic, I think I have at least maybe a little bit more than half a can left, just because it takes so many like passes over to get this level of purple. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Amazon wishlist. Or another thing I use is Throne. Like we're kind of a little bit more familiar with that too. That Amazon wishlist, like I've tried that before, and that thing just looked messy when I did it. So I just really need to take the time and like get that going right. Because on Throne, at least I know, like even if like for the sake of conversation, like I could do like a crowd-funded thing where just like, you know, let's say, you know, $17 can of paint is like, damn girl, I can't get the full 17, but I could put 5 on it. And then someone else like, oh, I could put, you know, 3 on this, then next thing you know, we unlocked the can of paint. You know what I'm saying? So it could be something like that. And it's just a fun, like, you know, thing to get together, like I said, because I ain't one to just sit up there and be like, and y'all buy me this, and I want a new hat. You know what I'm saying? Like no, like, because I want to be able to, because like one, getting a 3D printer just to get it, you know, that's a lot. It is a learning curve. I'm gonna be honest. Like there's you gotta kind of not just know what you're doing, but be able to be ready for when stuff doesn't work. Because the mine, it does just, it's pretty good just straight out the box. That's why I want it. Like there are like higher level 3D printers that can do a whole lot more, or maybe they're just like they are more smooth. And even that, when you look at 3D printers, and we can have a question, like a whole talk about this, like if you're interested in getting a 3D printer and you want to and you have some questions you want to ask, granted, just like, bitch, didn't you just get yours? But I may have just got it, but the way I have done research, my boy, I know a lot about a lot of 3D printers, the goods, the bads, this and that, and not even just off of one person's review of it, because one person, they're like, oh, I love this 3D printer. I go to another person who uses that, and then mind you, like the people on YouTube that have like 3D printers, it's crazy. Like they'll have a garage full of these bitches, like literally almost like, have you seen my console thing is like for each square, well, not each square, if you like half of the squares that I have is like they have a 3D printer in it. Like one of the guys I follow, Frankly Built, love the way he does it. Really, you know what, let's go look him up, because this man, I was like like, and you guys probably may have seen him before. It's crazy. That just shows you, like, with 3D printing and stuff, like, what, am I on YouTube? What the hell is this? Get out of that. Let me see, Frankly Built. Like, that's what blew my mind, of, like, what, you can make something that looks like metal that is not. And then it just, like, so, he did, there you go. He's the one, if you have seen him, he's done the Iron Man. And like recently he's redoing his Iron Man. And I'm gonna like turn the audio off. But like he's redoing like his old Iron Man, like full blown redoing it. So then it's I guess maybe like, it looks like more, so it looks like the Marvel one, to be quite honest. That's what it's looking like. Let me see, skip. But like, even this mask he's done a new, like, and that's the other main thing, like, I really want to get good with, like, honest, oh my god, to be able to have like just a garage space to be able to put my stuff, because y'all know I like, you know, my weapons and stuff, to be able to have like a weapon wall. Like I want to be able to make my Destiny guns that I like and be able to put them up like that. Like you see he has the full new Iron Man back there. He's done like what is the other like full blown body? I'm trying to think that he's done, but mainly it's the Iron Mans. He does multiple different variations of that. Let me see. And he's a good person. Like if you're trying to learn, like even like the type of material to use, like where you could use like all 3D printing isn't hard plastic. Like there's some that kind of flex and all this kind of stuff. Is if I do cosplay, I would maybe try Dushigo. Oh, that's a good one to start off with. Yeah, like he's really good. Like I've learned a lot off of him. Like he's my main, and then there's like a lot of different ones for specific things, like learning materials, paint styles, and this, that, and the other. Because obviously he does like full body. He is mainly a cosplaying 3D printer. Like some, I wish I could. Let me see. Like one of his other. I just want to go to his stuff. Like I wonder, does he have any like shorts? Yeah, like he'll show like the difference between like, because he and that's the thing, like different 3D printing companies will send him a 3D printer. Like here's a 3D printer, just give us a review. And honestly, like to make it to that level where people just send you outright just so you can review it, because obviously, yeah, that's big for them. Like, because obviously that's where I learn a lot, and so that's why he has so many 3D printers, and he's compared them all and what it looks like, and obviously, like I said, different filament types, we're trying to strengthen all this kind of stuff. Like it's really good, because basically, not every 3D printer. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one. Good night. Thank you so much for hanging out. I think it's Slant 3D. Slant 3D. He teaches a lot of CAD tips. Okay. Yeah, okay, I gotta check him out too. Cause different 3D printing tricks, and that's the thing, like if you're getting into 3D printing, obviously it just looks easy, like just pull the file, put it in the printer and print it out. Like, yeah, but the thing is, like, you gotta learn, like, I mean, it is for the most part simple, but to the degree of some stuff that you may want to do and to make it easier for you is to learn like the slicing of it. Cause like you're saying, like a lot of tips when you're making stuff is like, if you have a smaller 3D printer, how to be able to like if something's bigger, how to cut it properly to fit in your 3D printer so that you can assemble it well. And there's just some stuff that's just cute and fun to make. Like, granted, this is a big flexi, like, but these are like basically like little toys that you could print out that are just like a one shot, and then they're already good to go. Let me see. This was fire. Like doing different masks like this. This is another thing I strive for. It's just like having different types of masks. Obviously, I really like Destiny, so I would like to do a variation of different Destiny type masks, which is like that in itself is a challenge. But yeah, like I wanted more so anything when I do my 3D prints as my main goal. I don't want it to look like a 3D print. I want it to be smooth. I want it to either look like metal or whatever texture that it needs to be. So this, and like I said, I want to get to the point where I can put lights in it or do that level. Oh my gosh, if I could make my own like robotic where it can open and close, and like I said, like for where I work, like how could I not work with robotics all the time? Like to finally be able to do something, specifically something that I want, goals, my boy. Yeah, and there's a lot of other things that you could do to make things just simple. And like they have like, you know, outside of doing like a mask, obviously the weapons of it, the fact that he made this, like obviously isn't that from what is it, Horizon? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Horizon Dawn or whatnot. That's fire. Oh, you're learning LEDs too? Or like, well, you're learning LEDs. Like I'm gonna get to that. I'm working on like small projects, just like I did with the dice, like learning on something small to figure out how big I can get it. Because the fact that he's doing this and he can actually use it is crazy work. But I know that took some time, baby, to print. Because like even when you do swords, like, you know, someone could think like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna print out a sword, and then hey VS, how you doing? Checking in. Oh yeah, stream's going good. Like I was just talking about my, you know, me printing out, like it's more than a mask. I have the whole gun, but like I know if I bring up all them pieces, it's gonna be a whole thing. But yeah, so I just gotta clean this up. But like one of the confirmed things I'm doing for DreamCon is I'm gonna insulate this, like put like a padding in there, so then like obviously it's now this like straight, heavy. Oh, even this looks sick on me, bitch. But yeah, just so it's not just like, plastic on my face. It's gonna be like smooth. And then I printed out the one that has like the holes in it so I can freaking breathe. So yeah. So that is the next thing I want to do. But yeah, my faves. What is it? Oh, the LEDs. That's what I did in college. And go cosplay. Yeah, there's been like I've seen some crazy freaking work with LEDs. Like I know, again, just with everything, it's a learning curve with stuff, and you're gonna do a lot of stuff and fail, but it just kind of like once you get it, it's just like, oh my god, like I love that because we all know I gotta do something with Mega Man. I want to do something, even if like me making my own little Mega Man toy, and then like just leaving a little figurine where I can have like the lights in it. So, but like the fact that you made a whole fucking suit, lights and all, 3D printer, bruh, it's just like that's sick as hell. Like bruh, and I have seen like how you can make like different gloves, and now that looks, I'm like kind of dabbling into that because that would be pretty cool. I don't know what I would do as a cosplay for it yet, but just learning those different techniques. And that again is why I'm like, obviously I would really like to get a house so then I can put this stuff somewhere. Because as much as like, yeah, like if I make it, it's like, bitch, where are you gonna put it all? It's like, yeah. So let me see, like, what was one of them I was thinking of? Let me see, 3D print. What does someone do? Oh, another thing I want to do, right? It is, what is the other guy's name? What do they call it? Color cell shading? Whoa. Cell shading 3D print. There you go. I wanted the one that I'm looking for. This one. Like, so another big thing outside of like, you could tell I've watched this, like, is outside of like weapons and cosplay. Like I love like obviously figurines, and I want to do my own type of figurine or my own like, like OC, like a little mini version of me, or like literally like obviously you guys know I love Mega Man. And I have my little, where's my little emote where I have like the GQ Mega Man. Like I want to get to where I can print her out and then have, do that where I have my own little figurine and stuff. But then the cell shading of it, I freaking love this when they do it. Let me see like how he got, where basically it's just that. Like if you don't know what cell shading is, it just looks like it's still in the flat kind of cartoon look. Like I love when they'll take other they'll take a figurine, like you gotta be pro because I'd be scared to mess it up. They'll take a figurine and like either obviously completely recolor it and then mask it and do like the cell shading of it. I don't know why they don't do it like that. Seems like that'd be easier to, I don't know, paint or have it print that out, but this would be more so in my style. This, I don't know. I just geek out about it. Like I love, like when I draw, that's what I always love. Like once I do like the coloring, I love line work. I love how much that makes stuff pop. I love shading because like it'll just be flat as hell. But once you put that shading in there, it just transforms it to a whole nother. I love all this stuff. And like a lot of some of these markers that are used or other things like that, I have this stuff and it just like, I just don't have the time to use it. So I'm really looking forward to like after DreamCon, because I'm going to have some time off to really just, I'm not going to be able to like, and now I'm a pro at this, but really be able to like get into my crafting bag again. Because it did suck having to, pull away from it a little bit. But like honestly, like streaming is a little bit easier because I could just jump in, turn this on and stream. But just like to be in a peaceful headspace and be able to like paint and just listen to some music and do a thing is just really relaxing to me. Like, and I like even me doing this, for DreamCon, and I know it's like, yeah, I'm like stressing out trying to do this, or I'm like, oh, I got so much time, but regardless of how pressed I am to get this stuff done, it's still as I'm doing it, because you need to be careful how you do it, you're gonna have to chill out. So just like you do go in a mode of just like, okay, this needs to be like this, da da da, and I just listen to my music and chill, and then like then to just see once you're done, like everything come together where it is a lot of time like trusting the process. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it looked like. Like that's a perfect example. Like why I'm like, well, I don't really need like to have a multicolor, because then you're gonna mask it and then it's all gonna be one color anyway, because that's like the prime and filler that they're using, and then you sand it all down and then you're gonna go back and paint it individually anyway. So that's why I'm like, granted, props to him doing like the hand painting, but like an airbrush makes things look so much smoother, and like sometimes the patience that I have to make sure I get like a smooth paint is like, oh my god. But like that I would love to have, especially some of my OG characters, obviously Mega Man, Mario, do like a Peach, do my Conquer. Like I want this more than anything, and I can explain. I'm just trying to keep up, trying to keep everything together. Oh, she was asking how things are coming for. Yeah, I think everybody is. I think if there was a for real live check-in, like, hey, how's everyone doing? Everyone's like, I don't even smoke. It's just like, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But yeah, so this is so cool. Like I said, I'm looking forward to like when I can get to the airbrush stage of things. But it's just so neat to the elements of what you can do with 3D printing. Like not everything has to be cosplay, not everything has to be figurines. And another thing I would like to do, like getting more advanced, because when it comes to like doing statues and whatnot, like what you'll see, like not everything, there's a difference between like a PLA or like a filament type of printer, and then when you see other stuff where it's a resin, this the thing about it, like you can get far more detail in it, like very small intricate detail. And I mean, I could do another stream about this. Like I said, this is what I'm saying. Like I've months and months and months of just watching like videos. Literally, I watched a whole probably maybe 30 minutes of just them testing out different filaments, and it's just shit that I know, like how strong it is, how toxic it is, at what heat temperatures, of what nozzles you need, all this shit. Like so, like resin, I would like to get into also, but it's just the fact that like the fumes, like it is like you want to have an open space. And I'm not gonna lie, honestly, even with my 3D printer, it's on my dining table. I don't have people over. I don't really be cooking like that. Like, so that it worked out for me. And that's what was the thing, like with me even getting my 3D printer, it is like, how am I gonna make this fit? How am I gonna make this work? And the thing about it is just kind of like, I'm like, can I fit it in here? Does that work? How loud is it? This, that, and the other. And yeah, like, unfortunately, as much as I would love to get a resin printer so I could do like small detailed work, it's a lot, because even when they come off a lot cleaner and smoother, but not only with the resin printer, then you also need like a cleaning station, and that is like, it's a lot more chemicals, long story short. So you want to make sure you have like the right ventilation for that, and yeah, and then just honestly a proper place to store your chemicals. Like I said, where I work is like, I deal with a lot of chemicals, a lot of safety, so just kind of like, yeah, at a point you got to know, like, you know what I'm saying, I got to live here, you know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to sit up there and wake up and be making a bowl of cereal and then pass out because I was, had like the fumes in the house. I didn't realize how bad it was getting between the 3D printer, the resin printer, and the chemical. Just like, at a point, bitch, you need a house or at least a garage. So yeah, even if it's not something where I can actually get to a house level of, like, even if I just end up having to move, this is a perfect example. Even if it's somewhere I have to move and it just kind of like, I could just get a garage with my apartment, this, oh my God. Did they paint this? Holy shit. That is sick as hell. This is an AI, like a 3D. Oh my God. Oh my God. See, perfect. That's what I'm saying. They'll buy it basic and then like they'll mat it out and then that is sick, because it looks like they took it just out of a game and then just like, when if you get something from what is it, IKEA do that? Or like Amazon, where you can make it look like it's in your house. It looks like that. Like you just took a cartoon and put it. I would cherish the hell out of this. Now the time I know it took to make it, I know if someone painted that and what it would cost to buy that off of that person would be ungodly. But like, I'm gonna tell you right now, if I did that, y'all couldn't tell me nothing. Don't talk to me. I'm on a whole nother level, bitch. Like I'm nasty with it. Like, oh my, like I'm sickened to the point of what I would be if I could do that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like when I get old, like I was saying, all I need is my dexterity as long as I have that. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the follow. What is it? Is it what am I trying to, I see the smile, Enigma smile, boom, there you go. I can halfway read. Thank you so much for the follow, welcome in. This is kind of inspiring me to do an art table at Twitch. That would be fire. That's what I'm like, and a lot of it, like I said, I know like this year, like my year at TwitchCon, like, how should I say this without, so constantly I always work to try to like be and do something, because like I said, when I saw TwitchCon and what it was, and like I didn't put the two together, that as much as I've watched like RDC all before and I would hear about DreamCon, I got it confused with all these other cons, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I even know, because I think like, what is it, Evo's right around there and this, that, and the other, so I didn't even know. And then when I found out it was like their con, like that was mad inspiring. So then to pair the two, like as much as I watch all their content, plus it's their con, like I'm going. So yeah, I was like, you know, I let my friends know, I'm like, hey, I'm going to this with or without y'all, not trying to be rude or sound like a bitch, but this is just something I want to do. So I'm just letting y'all know, like, yeah. But I've always wanted to be able to have my own thing there, but it's always hard for me to figure out what I am in this space. Like, to me, y'all know me, because me, I'm like, okay, if I do it, don't everybody do it? What's the big deal? How do I stand out? How do I make it where it's just like, oh, someone wants to see that. Someone wants to take their time out to even come to something like that. What is one of the other ones I've seen? Sorry, I was looking for one of the Star Trek things they did. But, oh, see, like, just cute little random stuff they have with 3D printers. I'll play this in the background. But, but I just like, okay, gaming. Who doesn't game? Everybody games. What can I do to make it different for this? Or this, that, and the other. So I'm just trying to figure out me. And then, like, you know, I've been holding off for years, getting a 3D printer. Honestly, I'm so glad I waited to what I did, because hearing what people, like, early 3D printers were going through compared to where they are now, where a lot of it is more easier and simple to get into. It's kind of like doing Twitch in the beginning. Like, doing Twitch in the beginning, like, the OG days, it seemed like you had to be a tech nerd for real to know how to really get all this stuff together. But just like now with like obviously Streamlabs, OBS or whatever makes getting into streaming, and then just how they structure with the consoles makes it easier to stream on Twitch. So on the same note, they've done the same with, you know, 3D printing. Like pretty much anybody can get in there and do it. But it just, I think what I would like to warn people about, like getting into it, is that once it goes wrong, like, cause like I said, with my job where I work, like I said, we deal with a lot of stuff, and it's just like, yeah, it's all cool. Like, you can read the manual. It's like, it's all cool when it works right. Train me when it goes wrong. Because whatever you get, like, if this doesn't work, or there's, like, the filament where, let's say, the nozzle gets clogged, or this, that, and the other. If you're not somewhat mechanically savvy like that, to either, nothing else, even if you're not already that, if you're not willing to be that, and you don't know what to do, and it's like, well, which way do I go? Like, you're going to have an expensive, you know, thing just sitting up there, and you can't do anything with it. So just be in it with the responsibility of what it's going to also take to maintain and manage that equipment, because it's a big piece of equipment. It's mechanical, like, and, you know, you just got to be mindful of that stuff. But yeah, but with that, it's just kind of like with me being able to get into 3D printing, it's just like how I now what I want to do with it. Like, I think maybe next year for sure I'll be able to kind of narrow down something where next year y'all will be able to see me where I'm like, oh, GQ's doing something, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel bad, like, you know, I thought this year, like, for sure I was gonna like have something, but I mean, thank God, you know, real talk, like even doing the stuff that I'm doing with Roxy, and stuff that I'm even on anything because of that. But and just helping her out with some of her stuff, so that's cool. But yeah, like I'll figure it out next year. But like I said, I always thank you guys for your support, and I'm gonna get there. But I think like this right here, and me just how confident I feel about it and how happy it makes me doing it. Like, I'm like, oh, there you go. This was it. What's up, Paige? How you doing? Like, this is more where I'm like, okay, I feel comfortable and confident in this. Depending on whatever I end up fully doing is whatever in regards to it. But I'm like, now I can break out my creativity where I feel, how should I say, like confident about it. Because it's like, if I see something, it feels like everyone their grandma's doing, everyone's doing this, and I don't feel like I'm doing something that's a fad. Like, oh, I'm only doing it because this big creator is doing it, or I'm only doing it. It's like, no, I'm doing it because I've been wanting to do this regardless. I have the space, money, and this, so now just like, move, this is my time. And so I'm really glad I'm going to be able to get into this more. And like I said, this is just what I was able to do with, I mean, pretty much just with the stuff I posted, just that little bit of practice. We're talking about a dice, the moonerang. I think that was the second thing I printed. I call it a moonerang. I know it's like a crescent blade or whatever he calls it. But yeah, it just kind of like, oh yeah, and then the Scarlet Witch mask, like that was like, each of those were things to practice so I can learn the sanding, the painting, the what I need to get, and all that other kind of stuff. So it's a lot. So I mean, but it's like I feel like I've done this much with this little amount of experience with the 3D printer technically, and I'm like, yeah, like I'm for it. Like when it came to buying the 3D, this is one thing I was not nervous about whatsoever. Like I didn't question. I was like, oh, should I really, or what if this? I was like, I'm fixing tools all day at work, and we're talking about tools that are, I'm be honest, that are bigger than my apartment. Like literally, like I have to walk from one side to another to even be able to manage the stuff that I'm doing. So just like, you gonna be afraid of a little 3D printer, girl, if you don't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really looking forward to this, and just the elements of what this adds to the community and what we can do. I think this makes like for so much fun that we can have, and I like to be able to add that to, you know what I'm saying, what is me, you know what I'm saying? I think that's really fun, because I always like being able to do stuff and make stuff, and the thing is, I can't just have all this stuff just in here, you know what I'm saying? So to be able to give it to you guys, if you guys like it or something like that, because we all know I've been wanting to do like giveaways of things, but I wanted it to be like something that you guys are like, that's like very custom to y'all. So I really like that. Like even, I think a lot of it where it kind of started, where I saw like the real possibilities of 3D prints, like the cartridges that we got for my, like I gave some for my birthday, and I got some like the Pokemon cartridges. Once I looked at it, it's just like, and that's the thing, they didn't even sand these bad boys really. I'm like, oh, and with me, once I learned something, or once I seen it, I'm like, okay, now I'm about to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would like to be able to share that with y'all, where just like, if you can't get a 3D printer, just like I don't have the time to paint, the color, to do this, that I can at least try to maybe help in the middle of that if there is something. So you say I want to see all my friends doing their thing. Still proud of everyone this year. Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like I really, that's what I expected this year. Like as I was going into this year, like when we left DreamCon last year, and me just seeing the way things go, I was just like, I see things changing in a big way, and it's not negative. I think like everything, it feels like it has like a cycle, right? It feels like maybe it's like for sure to me, like a 5-year, something switches. Like someone can keep doing the same thing, or, you know, loom around it for so long before a big change needs to happen, right? And so I think like leaving DreamCon that last time, I'm like, something's gonna change. Somebody's gonna do something. I really just felt like I saw a little bit in everybody. But I'm like, even in people branching off, which I by no means do I feel is a bad thing at all. Like I feel like people need to. Really, I'm actually promoted. Like, go on, do something else. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be always the one thing, especially if you wanted to do something else, you wanted to see yourself do and be more. Like, do it. So, and seeing people take the time in between last year's DreamCon and now, and seeing what they either ended up doing or what it's turning into, or even if it's just the early spark of it, it's just like, okay, I see what we cooking with here. So that's really cool. I like to see that. I want to see, because honestly, it's just kind of like watching an anime. You don't want to see the same character fight. It's almost like no shit, no shade to like Power Rangers, but like if they were just fighting them putty dudes all the time, you'd be like, we ain't got no new bad guys or nothing. Y'all just, breaking out of school, beating ass. It's just like, you want to see like what else someone, broke out and did, or what they elevated their skill to. Like what I always say, like, I like seeing people's quirk, like from, My Hero. Like, and the biggest thing about that, what I loved about that anime so much is everybody, you start with something, whatever your initial thing is. And obviously if you've seen the anime and whatnot, that's what's so cool is like, they took something basic, whether or not your skill was like a water thing or something like that. But then it's just like, it isn't that you just shoot water. Now you can control like oceans or waves. Like, how do you figure that out to do more and add on to it? So I like seeing all that from everybody. And yeah, I want to see more, because like, shoot, nothing else is entertaining to me. You think I ain't watching y'all streams and seeing the stuff that y'all do? Like, yeah, I really want to see that. And I'm glad. So I'm looking forward to, if nothing else, even more so, if this is more so of a con where I can experience and see more of people's like projects and what they're doing. Because once you really start doing this stuff, you busy as hell and you don't actually really get to see too much stuff because you're working. But hey Dee, what's up? Thank you so much for the resub. Damn, them 37 months though. Hey, thank you. I appreciate you. How you doing tonight? But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, my schedule so far, I'm not gonna lie, with DreamCon, like, it's switching up a lot. Where I was just like, all right, like, I'm doing the one thing, and then I'm like, okay, I should just kind of just be like, maybe if someone needs me, they'll hit me up or something. If nothing else, I'm catch me as you catch can. You know what I'm saying? But looking at the schedule, I'm like, okay, hold up now. So, and I think that's just what everybody like. It's like, oh shit, like, hold up. Like what it looks like, 'cause I think even DreamCon themselves, a lot of people have been either getting hit up and things are getting added at the last minute, or time things are getting like switched up. So yeah, and I would like to have thought like the programming itself for the RSVP thing, I'm praying it's done. I'm praying whatever the main, like once they had the closing ceremonies, I'm like, all right. Like that was like what we just needed to RSVP for, right? That's the closing on it. Because if there's anything else, I'm gonna be honest, that's y'all got it. Because I can't, I don't even see it realistically of what I have RSVP for it to be anything else I could add, even if I wanted. Because I'd be shocked if I'm even able to do those. But what was it? Oh, there we go. There was some of the stuff that I was looking at. Like, this is the bigger one. Oh no, that's a newer one. Ew, my bad. These are different 3D printers. He was going over this one. So this is the big brother of mine. And that, like I said, and I think this was like $1,000 or something like that. And I was like, mine I got for like 700 and whatever. So I guess he just like going up. I mean, granted, you're seeing it like 3D printing is stupid. He's more so talking about like, people that may naysay it and whatnot and the negative of it. I thought it was gonna go up, but this is just what it is. It's like the bigger version, and it has like I was hoping it was gonna review it. But it has like the so you could put like 4 different colors of filament, and then it would change in between and do that. So then where I'm like, for the sake of conversation, where I'm painting it, like if I got it down to where it's just more so just adjusting like the speeds and stuff like that, it could be like smooth as hell. And you don't really have to do a lot of sanding. But yeah, but I'm just explain what's happening in the background while I look at what you guys are saying. Let's see. You said literally everybody, whether they're done or not. Literally like whether y'all done or not, I am no. You said I think they got a lot, so they can shift crowds. Yeah, was I talking to you about that, or was I talking to somebody else? But yeah, just because like I was like, if just looking at it, like if the Bay Brigade thing, obviously everybody wants to go to that, but honestly, the convention center that they have is bigger. than the one in Austin, I believe. So yeah, 'cause I think I looked at the stats and it's just like I forgot how many more people it can hold, but it's bigger. So I think that's why, as much as it felt like last year where you get in there and it's like gone, it's like it's in a bigger room where more people can get in there. But on the same note, if you're just thinking about like, you're like, oh shucks, fiddlesticks, you couldn't get into that. You don't want it to be like, all right, well I guess you go to Artist Alley, or it's about time you go get a snack. It's just like that. It is a backup where it's just like, okay, well if you don't have this and it offsets and you do that and whatnot. Because I mean, yeah, it does suck. Now, what I will say is unfortunate. I don't think there's too much of that, like on the big end stuff. But it's like if you had two really big things at the same time. Like for the sake of conversation, let's say if they had the dodgeball and the maybe dodgeball and the baby gate, or because I think, what is it? Because even the basketball, that's like a whole separate thing. But it's something like that. They have both of those going back to back. It's like, fuck. That's kind of, but I think they kind of try to offset it a little bit. So just that everyone's getting a little bit of something. Because regardless, like, hell, you can RSVP for it. Could be there, but you've been running around all day. You tired. It's just like, I'm going to the hotel. Like, so it's not even about like being able to go to one event or another. Sometimes you just be exhausted. So, I think it's, for the like, thinking about it, like, I know people get upset and just like, I didn't get my way, or I don't get into this like this. Like, you got to think about it, like, and I wish a lot of more people would do that before they start crying and whining. I know I may sound like, I'll be honest, I could sound like a bitch or sound like, like, I'm not even like a super fan. I'm like, don't talk about RDC, they're trying their hardest, but it's like, it's not, I don't care who it is. It's like, before you start complaining, before you start crying, before you start whining about anything, could you do it? Do you even stop to think what it would take to make that work? Do you even, like, just on the fact of coordinating something like that? Then on the same aspects of like the finances that go behind that. So as much as like, I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked at the price of the ticket off rip. I was like, whoa, because it wasn't more so I'm like, damn, they want all the money for this. What they about to do? They'll buy some Bentleys after this? But it's just like, it was because of what it was last year and what it was this year. It was like, oh shit, damn. But like in the aspects of like other cons and what they cost, like, yeah, it's like, okay, that is a big ass printer. God damn. Sorry, I'm just looking at like the bed. I mean, like, I think, this one is, mine is 300 by 300 by 300, or just 300 cubed, like, of a print volume. This one I think is 350 cubed. But anyway, so it's that. So it's just like when there's stuff where it's just like, when it comes to badges, when it comes to this and it comes to that, it's just like, I was talking about it before, in regards to like, when it comes to like the panels. I know there's other cons where it feels like, oh, like the panelists get free badges. Like if you're a panelist, then it's free. I've heard, and I remember when it was like they kind of got finessed. Like people be like, oh yeah, I'm having a panel. I got like 6 people. That's 6 badges for if an hour of work for 3 days of a con, and the badges are $100 a pop. On a business note, think about that. That's $600 gone for an hour for people. And then the thing is, something like that happened, and then the people didn't show up. So then you just gave out 6 badges for folks that, one, didn't do their part, and just wasted a room space, and the fact that you coordinated on that stuff for what? So at a point, it's just like, okay, to make sure that people that are wanting to apply for this are serious, even when it's like, okay, initially, at least have the weekend badge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, because on the other end, do you think anybody's going to come and help you when just like, oh man, RDC goes bankrupt trying to run the con, because everyone's like, damn, what happened? Them same people that be playing them be the same people like, phew, and stuff like that. So I mean, yeah, it sucks, but it's just like, just the same thing like anything when something's like, family owned or small business owned or black owned, and it's expensive, and you're like, damn, it's more expensive to get this shirt here than to go to Dillard's to go get it. Yeah, because Dillard's is, big. They can mass produce. You have one person with a handprint, whether you got to buy the end of, like, yeah, so are you supporting it or not? Like, other than that, take your ass to Comic-Con. See how much, like, things are curated to your style. It's like, it's kind of that aspect. So I really hope this year people chill out on the DreamCon hate, because that's weird to me, because I haven't seen that level of hate towards any other con like that. And it's like, why would you do that to your own, like, black con? It's like, Interesting. Like, so, you know, and the funny thing about that is, like, a lot of people, like, I float, like, I'll float, and I'll just be interested in topics, and half the time these people I don't know, which makes it even better, because I'm just seeing what it is. It's interesting, the same people talking, like, dirt, dog, shit about the con be the same people that are going this year. I'm like, what were you, like, they'll literally, like, de-incentivize for other people to go that have never gone. And they'll be like, yeah, like, I wouldn't go because it's this, or it's just influencer con, this, that, and the other. But it's like, well, again, that's what I'm saying. Stop and think. You're saying it's influencer con, but it's made by influencers. It's made by people off of YouTube. Who do you expect to be there? Bobo and the gang? Like, you expect just me and some of my niggas, like, from around the corner? What did you expect? Is there a con? Like, if I made a con, you think my homies wouldn't be there? And the thing is, like, that's why some of y'all asses is there. Because all y'all favorite creators are in the same space. What you mad for? If you mad, then don't go. If you mad, then it wasn't for you. If you mad, there are so many other cons you can go to. Why do you make the effort to just sound bitter? That's what gets me. It's just like, then it wasn't for you. I wouldn't go complain about a Star Wars con. I don't be watching Star Wars like that, but I would be honest, I wouldn't even be a bitch about it. It's just not me. I wouldn't get in there like, so where's the anime in here? Like, it's Star Wars. Well, I mean, Vader, what is Darth Vader just gonna come moonwalk over here? Like, then this wasn't for you. And that's fine. But it's the element of where people just feel like, I'm just gonna call it out, you feel like it's a quick come up. And I think real time, I'm not saying even on my level, like I'm somebody, but I'm saying even like in where I'm at, where I think I probably could make my way to be around some of these people. But it's just like, that isn't even a mindset. Like, there are people that probably started streaming all of, like, if at best 6 months ago. And their mindset is like, man, I'm going to get in there and get with them RDC boys and I'm not trying to be rude. They don't need you. They don't need you. They don't, like, why do I need to connect with somebody like that you ain't got nothing really to offer? On a business note, if you ain't coming like, hey, like, literally, like, I edit and I do this and here's my to the degree of what the editing that I see that you are at, I can match that. Now, like, I got a couple fire transitions on this free app that everybody, or shit, I stream too, man. I could be wild as hell. Shit, I'll spill milk in the middle of a Walmart and slide on it. Yeah, we're doing skits. We're getting to the point where we're making movies. Like, and I'm only speaking on RDC because I know that I see what they do the most, but it's just like, what, like, even, like, what is it, Berlizzi and them, the AMP dudes, why do they need you? And not being negative, like you're not needed, like you're not good enough, like you're not wanted, but it's just like, why don't you look to build your own crew up like that? Why don't you find people of your own level and y'all all are trying to grow? Because literally, that's how they made it. It was, if you look back, them niggas were ashy kneed little, you know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm saying, like, as far as where they were grinding, like, they were just some skinny little niggas just trying to get it out the mud. They were doing these little skits. They had these rooms that just like, they had the little chairs, just the juice that looked like folded. They got it out the mud. And then they built with their crew and made it to now there's something that everybody just wants to be a part of. So instead of you trying to be a part of something that's already solidified and done made it, why don't you just try to, you could do the same thing with your group. You could try to do that with you. So that's where I feel like those people that go in there with that energy, like, I just need to connect with those people. And then I'll make it big. Then you're basing your success off of somebody else's hard work and success that they've done. Where is that fair? Because on the same note, would you, because let's just think about it. If you talk to the same people, it's like, okay, you made it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think those same type of mindset of people, they wouldn't even have to make it from like the hard work. They could just make it like, let's say they happen to be like, oh, so-and-so's cousin and so-and-so's cousin and they friends with me and then they put me on. I bet money, even if they got put on, they wouldn't help somebody else that was in their same position a little bit lower than them. Because they're like, shoot, what you want from me? Oh, now you see a nigga done made it. Now you all up in my face. But that was you, right? That was you just a little while ago. Now you ain't trying to help. Now it's that is what I see a lot. I see a lot of that that you want it when it's for you, but when it's for something that you act like, oh, I'm up here now, babe. What you mean? So to me, when you don't get it, when you go in there expecting that, that's what you get. Like, don't go in there with that mindset. Go in there to be inspired by the other people around you. Like, there's been so many cosplays that I've seen. There's so many like skill sets that I've seen, people that inspire me to be like, oh, you know what? I didn't even think to do something like this way. I didn't even like, and I'm like, well, let me try to put my swag on it like this, or more so like, there was I don't know what the name of the panel is, but literally there's a panel where somebody's like, just doing your makeup. That's crazy. I obviously, as much as I do my makeup, and y'all be like, oh, like, how do you do your con makeup, this, that, and the other? I could have did that. And now, literally, there's no shade to that person. Honestly, I'm probably going to stop by. But it's just like, I didn't think I could do that. I didn't think that would be a panel they would pick up, but they do. So it's just like, be inspired that way, and then take what you gain from this, the 3-day experience of a knowledge of that, and then take it home, and then add on to what your already skill level is of what you want to do. There's a concept, so then you don't go into the con pissed because like, damn, I didn't even get to link up with so-and-so. I didn't even get to that, because you went in like that. That's why you had a bad time. That, to me, that right there, that's why you had a bad time. Like, it just going there with a thought of you doing you instead of you trying to benefit off of somebody else's hard work. Like, that's just it. I don't know how. I just don't get it. I know sometimes I work too hard and I do too much, and that could be to my downfall of things, but it's still like I said, my job is like, whenever I see a problem, I don't just go into it and be like, hey, that doesn't work. It's like, if you see a problem, okay, at least take the time to think of how, even if you had no clue, just to show the effort of like, okay, how could I fix that, or what could be done before I just complain about it. So then if you can't really even try to come up with a positive thing of how to fix it, then maybe you should chill out on your same attitude of how you be like, well, this is wrong, it's just not right. Well, at least try. So then maybe you have a little bit of empathy of like, damn, that must take a lot to try to get that together. You know, just be like, you know, or just chill out on your tone when you come at people. Because on the same note, it's unfortunate seeing that, because what you're pushing out is the same energy of why people are afraid to do stuff. Is because you're afraid that you're going to try something and someone's going to be like, you're doing it wrong, or look, you messed up, you did that. But those be the same people that post that stuff, just post your stuff. But then if it's wrong, they're like, see. So don't be that. Don't be that energy. Just instead look at it like, damn, these boys are out here trying. Their team is out there trying. And that, you think 6 to 8 of these dudes just did this whole con by themselves. They had to hire teams to manage this, to manage it. So as much as you get mad at something, it's not all their fault. Like, what do you expect? What is it? You said honestly and truly, it's like, it's a switch up. Yeah, it is. It is a very interesting switch up. Let's see, and it be in everybody's face. It do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. DreamCon is a baby compared to these other cons. Like, chill the fuck out. I get, like, stuff happens and you're mad. I don't care what it is. If it's just like, the fuck, like, you're upset. But it's like, okay, you gotta understand. It's almost like being in a living Kickstarter. You know what I'm saying? It looks like, damn, you got all this. How could you fuck up? But they're still getting it together. So you're supporting something for it to be bigger. Compared with it, when they were their first DreamCon looked like they did that at like a rec center. And then to be what they are, I don't know any of these dudes like individually. I met, I think, at least like half of them. But it's just like, I am so proud of these dudes. Like, because you could have been anything else. You could have just did the most reckless stuff, and you did something to bring up a very specific type of like faction of people to where you inspire them to do more. It isn't like, you know, look at us being great. It's like they even said it at the end of the panel. Like, that's why I love going to closing ceremonies. Like, I know it's just like, damn, you went like, because I like seeing like at the end of all our work, this is what we did. But it's just like, even last year, like that, they said that's why they split it up. And they weren't all in the same spot. So you can maybe see like 2 of the RDC guys, or see one of the AMP people over here, this, that. And so it isn't like we all move in a unit. So if you weren't there, you just missed it. It is like, we try to break it up. They're learning each time, and it's just like, and the things are like, don't come here for us. It's a con. In the end, it's a con. So the people that are saying like, oh, it's influencer con, that's on y'all. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it was. It just happens we have our homies that are influencers are up here, but we're not saying come here to glaze us. Come here for a con like you would any other con and meet people, make new friends, make a team what they are and be the next DreamCon. Do that, but don't. They even said don't come here like that for us. Like we happy if we get to see you, if we could meet there, but don't come on that. So the people that do, and to me, if you hear people on that energy, just be like, all right. Nothing else, be like, oh, you the type that GQ was talking about. All right. Don't let that energy drag you down. Don't let it make you feel like, oh, if I be a part of this or I'm trying this, then I'm one of these type of people. Don't let someone convince you that you are like a clout chaser, that you are some of you know that if that was never in your mind, if that was never, then where did it come from? Maybe you are, because that's why that was something that you were thinking of. I don't even think like that. So it's like, if I wasn't thinking like that, that means I wasn't moving like that. If you're thinking like that, then maybe that's why you're going. You know what I'm saying? Just like, I don't know. You say I like to see the productive criticism on how they make it better in the comments. Yeah, because they even said, they're like, hey, we're looking at it. And that's what I'm saying. If you want to be smart about it, like when they put out the service, hey, what can we fix? What can we change? Literally, people felt like, oh, well, how can some of the other people get in? It's just their friends. Just their friends that was on. Okay, what happened this year? Like, you had people that had constructive criticism that filled out the survey and whatnot. And that's why they had the creators program. Now you have creators that are there. Some of the content creators, you know, that, yeah, they're not as big as Berlizzi and the RDCs and some of their main homies, but there are creators, and now they got this. And now they see what happens when you don't attack, when you don't defund DreamCon, whatever that girl was. Now, how stupid do you feel? Has your mood changed now? When you're just like, you could have came at it different? Like, it's just that. It's just like, it's so easy for all of this to not be anything, for us to be trying to just stand. I'm sure we could still be up there. We still getting made fun of. Like my homie, what is it, Coco, when she just like, she gonna be black today. She gonna be black today. Like now, it's just like, it's crazy when I don't like seeing cosplay not black, because I'm like I see it in a whole nother swag now. They're just like, it doesn't. I don't even. The thought of that isn't even a thing anymore to me. Like that character isn't this color. I don't care what it is, and it's not even being black. I've seen them do like Hispanic Sailor Moons. That was fire. I've seen what is it they did? Fuck, it was like and that is inspiring. I want to see not even just black. Let me see the other things you can do. Mix it up. Like I want to see a lot of that. So just like, I just don't want people to let other negative people that are literally going in there with their own, you know what I'm saying, selfish, actual, you know, clout chasing mindset to make anybody feel like anything else. You know, just go in there, have fun, enjoy yourselves. And that's just all it is. Because it's like, shit, you don't spend your money, you better have some fun. Like, yeah, exactly, but right. It didn't happen overnight. And it was like, as soon as you think something happened overnight, go look up that person and see what it is like when they first started. Look it up, shut up. Like, and they're like, oh shit. There's songs that have been out for years. And then when it pops, it's just like, oh, this song went fire, like, you know, got big overnight. No, that song been out for years. Like, there was what is that girl? The one that kind of got in trouble, Lizzo. I remember she had like the song that made her pop, and I forgot what it was, but I remember seeing that song on TikTok years ago. It's funny, like even he got the creator thing. He's gonna be back. Just that you came out and made a almost floor length cape do-rag. You coming out as a creator now to DreamCon. That's fire. Look, and that's all it took. They called him out, like they said, oh hey, I remember I was walking through and I don't know where this dude is, but he had a do-rag that was like that's glitter and all that kind of stuff, and he happened to be, and they brought him up on stage. Now he's coming back as a creator. That was it. It took that, and that happened at the closing ceremonies. Like, that's fire to be able to inspire somebody. I think he's from England. Like, if I was like already seeing them that you inspired someone to do this, and he was saying like, oh, like the cons that they're not as out there, they're not as supportive or this, that, and the other. And look what you did. Even if it was just the one, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really fire. And honestly, he was a good person to bring up because he wasn't long-winded. He wasn't like, yeah, you know, shout out to my England. You know, it was just like, he was very well spoken, made it concise. He knew like they were doing the thing, all this kind of stuff, and like it's great to see. So I hope like I'm able to see you guys up there. I hope that, and even a worst case, if I do not see y'all up there, I hope you guys have the greatest time. For sure, make sure you take your pictures. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to see it. What's up, Nat? How you doing? Like, yeah, like use this like this is almost perfect right here in a sense of thinking of it. Like for two things, like in this closing ceremony picture where you have all these people, I know people that are pressed to be like, their mindset is like, man, I'm gonna be on that stage, and that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing to be like, I want to be in that group. That's not bad at all. But on the same note, is just as much as these people are all in a group picture together, do that with your folks. Make that moment where you're not so driven to be like, oh, let me make sure I take a picture with so and so and so that, like, if you get that, but don't let it outshine in the time that you're spending with your friends and stuff, because all these people, like I said, same thing. Like I said, even the fact that Tony Stadavici, like him being up there to the point to where he is now, it's just like he ended up being cool with them and stuff. Like it was just a lot of hard work, and it was like when I ended up taking my picture with him, he was up in the VIP that year, and I was like, what? I was like, oh my gosh, Roxy, it's Tony Stadavici. I'm like, okay, be cool, like, cause this stuff is so funny, and it's just like, and I was like, hey, and I didn't know how to approach him, cause I was just like, I don't be like that before. I'm like, hey, I know you know who you are, which I'm like, weird, but it's like, do you mind if I take a picture with you? Because I'm like, I'm not trying to remember, like, oh my gosh, because I know all your stuff and watch all your stuff, that it's just like, you know me. And it's just like, no, like, you know you're popular. You know I'm trying to get a picture. What's good? Love your shit. He's like, yeah, he was the sweetest dude. He wasn't in his head. And then, like, later they end up putting me like, Tony, what are you doing over here? He's like, I was just chilling. And when he got up there that first year that he came, he was like, hey, he's like, I didn't even know, like, I do my stuff and I put it out online and it's whatever. And he's like, but being here and physically feeling, and not feeling like that, but like being around the people that you're fans of, he's like, that's crazy. Like I didn't, it's a different weight of it. That's a good thing about it, but it's really cool. What's up, Shockwave? How you doing? Thank you so much for the follow. How you doing? Welcome in. But yeah, so it's just like, you can be that. It's just like, don't go in there on no weird stuff. Long story short, that's what I don't want. It really saddens me when I see that. But yeah, I just really want y'all to have the best time, and that's even going for me too. I get caught up in like, my cosplay needs to be perfect. I need to be able to do this, and it's just like go have fun. Before I go, I actually want to really make an effort to do this. At first, I'm like, oh, let me just say the guy's name, but let me try to pull it up real quick. Hold on, let me minimize this so I don't like dox myself real quick. But it was. What is it? What am I thinking of? Twitch. So I don't know why I can't just like get to my, let me try. I'm going to just get to my Instagram without having to go through a whole lot of, his name is Josh. So I can't remember his last name, but you guys have seen me share his stuff, because he's really big into acting. Let me see. Oh, wait, I need to go to the other window. Hold on. But with all of this that's going on, it does kind of, things need to slow you down, so you realize, oh shit, like, as much as it is like, I want to do this, I want to be a part of this and this, that, and the other, that you do keep grounded with like the real world. You know what I'm saying? Like your family, your friends, check on people, this, that, and the other. Don't get so caught up in, I need to make it, and I need to let people see that I'm somebody, this, that, and the other. Like, you are, like, in this, and I know it sounds crazy coming from me, but you already are somebody to people. So it doesn't need to be based off somebody seeing me, somebody, you know, that you miss out on moments with these people or this, that, and the other. And when I bring this person up, I don't want you to feel like I'm saying this is what happened with him, but it really did make me realize to what he was saying. And I always feel that, like, let me see. So there we go. Did it come up? Where the hell is it? Hello? Oh, I forgot to close. So, yeah, Joshua Neal. So if you guys haven't seen his work, like, he cracks me up. He always does like those, like it was this one, I think it's this one. Oh no, it isn't. It was one where he's just like he's a gatekeeper, and he's like, yeah, and I don't care. he's He's like, let me see. He's like, the best part about it is that you don't know about it. Like, and it's funny, like he has all these different skits and stuff. He does these, and he did like how he's toxic and all this other kind of stuff, and he's big into acting. Like if you guys haven't checked him out, please do. But also prayer is up for him though, because like here recently this he had posted this in regards to his mom. Like it was in his story at the time where I saw like a more like, you know, real openness about him. But he was made in the Kika. But I saw it because he did take a break from Instagram, because he's like, I don't want to be just known for skits. I want to be for real when y'all see me and y'all recognize me for stuff. And then he ended up doing that, and then he came back and was doing his stuff. But his mom, let me see, it was like the day before Mother's Day or something like that, but his mom has cancer. And he was saying like in his story, when he was just having like a real heartfelt, you know, break about it, he was just in his car, and he's like, I know it's like cringe, like to cry, you know, it's like you set up this camera and then you crying and stuff. And then the thing is, if you watch his stuff, like it's the fact that he can make himself cry. So then at first it's like, but it's for real. Like, so, okay, oh shit, I didn't even see that. Like, yeah, it's at stage 4, and he's just like, so when he was doing a story post about it, he was like, as much as everything I want to do is, he's like, as you guys know, you guys see my content for all these years, like, all I wanted to do is act. All I wanted to do is this, that, and the other. And he's like, and his mom has obviously been his biggest supporter. Like, that's, you know, he's one of the not mama's boys in a negative way, but like, they're like best friends. And he was saying in his story, he's like, I always wanted to take my mom to Europe. That was what we wanted to do. I was doing all this, and, you know, the acting that she was, long story short, always there. And like, now in the midst of everything, like, you do this movie, and it's like, and I know he said for Mother's Day, he's like, he gave her the Mother's Day card. He's like, she could barely open it. He's like, she could barely walk. I'm having to walk her up the stairs or do, and he's like, and he's even said in his story, he's like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if this woman dies, he's like, the level of me crashing out is not even realistic. It's unbound. And it just like, and it sucks to see. So he's like, yeah. And then what was smart about it too, he said, like, you know, you could say that me posting, he's like, because let's be real, obviously we all, they're just like, oh, you know, you see the people that be up there, and they do a lot. Like, they posted up, and there was one lady sliding down the wall, and like, then you have to look at him like, this is good. But, you know, where that shit is cringe. But this, he was like, I'm admitting that it was this, but he's like, of all the things that I've used my platform for, to like bring awareness, or, you know, just to make y'all laugh, to let y'all know that I'm doing this project, this, that, and the other. And he's like, how many followers does he have? 584 followers. He's like, why, of everything that's going on right now, why wouldn't I use my platform now to just ask for prayer, pray for my mom right now? He's like, because other than that, then what was this all for? Like, if anything, if I want to that, please, if half of that could pray for my mom and it could do anything more, God, please. If that's, yeah. And I'm like, I didn't have shit to say to that, because it's just like, yeah, people get up here and they, everything else under the sun for their, you know, their page and this, that, and the other. And just like, when I need it more, just, even if, just please do that. So that checked me in a wave of like the chaos of all like the DreamCon stuff, of all this, that, and the other. And even that, with me trying to go see my dad and stuff, like, I'm always like, hey, I'm going to see you this week. I'm going to see you. And it's not like he even lives in another state. He's just like far, far away. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it was like, if you know Arizona, like, he's like deep in the avenues. And I'm like, I'm not even on a numbered street. So it's a cool little, probably almost a nice little hour drive one way, depending on the traffic. But it's just like, when I break it down, and I'm like, even if it is, real talk, even if it's an hour there and an hour back, 2 hours, just in driving, if it is that. And then if it is even another 3 or 4 hours I spend with him. All right, but you can stream for 4 or 5 hours. You can spend time doing this. You can be on the phone talking to your friends, but you can't go. It's stuff like that. So sometimes, like, not always guilt yourself when you need your breaks and stuff, but don't let oh, I gotta be here, or I gotta make it look like this, or even that, you pay more attention to the people you're trying to stand out to than the people that are standing there by you and supporting you. And then when something happens to them, you're like, oh, mama or auntie, so you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying this is him at all. I feel like it's heartbreaking because it's just like, you're so close with your mom. All this was like a team thing, just as much as like Meg Thee Stallion. Honestly, when I learned about Meg Thee Stallion, I thought her mom passed almost kind of like the same thing with the baby, like where his dad died. I think like he got the news that his song popped and hit whatever, and I think it was the day before his dad died, almost at the same time. It was almost like the price of what it would have cost to be that. And I thought like Meg's mom passed like before she had really popped. And then until I watched her documentary, I was like, I almost fell out. I'm like, your mom was there when you were doing this stuff. Your mom was playing the piano. And then it's like, so yeah, so it's just like, you don't know someone's struggle when they're doing stuff. So when it looks like, so even when it's seeing her, she's like, well, do I look okay? Or does this look right? Does this look right? And it makes it seem like, oh, it's your ego. You just need you need everyone to tell you. No, because it's like the fact of the insecurity is like, because my mom used to tell me if this looks okay, and that calmed me down to be like, okay, I'm all right. It's an insecurity thing here. It's not like glaze me. The person I love is not there now. I need that. So it just kind of, it's that. So it just like, just as much, and it breaks my heart. Like, I don't know this man personally, but I've watched his content, and to ever see someone who obviously made me laugh as much as he does, and same thing with Tony and his son, it's just like to ever see them sad, like it's just like, oh my God, you know, and something like this. And he said to slowly watch her just kind of almost deteriorate, like that's heartbreaking. So like I said, I know I ain't got no big platform, I can't ask for much, but just to anything that I could do, just when I see this, and this is for anybody beyond just him, but with that, if you see that, just, you know, be sensitive to that of people, and maybe what you think that people got going on, or they just this, that, and the other. And yeah, just real like prayers out to him and his family for real, and hopefully whatever happens or may end up being that, you know, to keep him strong in it that's happening and whatnot. And to each his own for everybody. Like, if you do feel like you're losing it, take a break and just go hang out with your family. Literally, that's what ended up happening when I was with my mom. Like, I was like, I took a break. I'm like, hey, let's go. Like, I wanted to. And I'm like, let's go see this movie. And we did that. And it was just like, I didn't care what time I lost from whatever project I was working on or whatever. It was just kind of like, that meant a lot, you know? So, hold on. Let me get to the main screen. What's the button that does the thing? Doo-doo-doo. But, yeah. So I thank y'all so much. I apologize if I was just like, nagging or whatnot, but I do, it's just like, you know, this is what we were talking about in the beginning of the stream in regards to like everybody's tripping out about you know, DreamCon and getting caught up and stuff, and you just like don't lose sight though, you know, regardless of whatever you wanted to be at DreamCon, whatever you want to be in anything, don't lose sight of the things that are going to mean the most when you can't get it back, if that, you know, when those things happen. So, you know, overall, just chill, have fun, shoot, you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't even have to be someone else. Hell, it could be you. Like, you know, like, obviously, like, this time last year, like, my shoulders are messed up. Like, being around DreamCon and having that, like, my shoulders were on fire. And it just kind of like, and I'm like, damn, I remember when they weren't. I remember when it didn't feel like my shit was falling off the hinges. And even now, me even getting my back straight enough. It was just like, thank God. What is it? Is it Dimes one? What's up? Thank you so much. How you doing? Yeah, just like, just even the physical of it. Like, much as I'm like, the weight ain't gonna be there. Where I'm going is with confidence and hope and prayer. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can feel a type of way about my weight and how I'm looking going in there, but just like, I'm the only one really tripping about that. You know what I'm saying? So, he said, why I do that link? Yeah, I think it's because you just had the dot in there, so I thought it was supposed to be some kind of link. But yeah, so overall, just like, it's funny because when I look at other people, I don't care what their shape is. I'm like, oh, look at her getting it. Just, I don't think like, look at her. She got that roll hanging over. I'm like, she in her cosplay. She look like she having fun. I'm like, now why? You know, and then the type of people that would say something, fuck them. Like, you know what I'm saying? They didn't buy my ticket until you buy my ticket, my plane. Like, shut up. Like, shut up. Like, before you go, what is it? Want to make sure you're aware of the sweatiness of wearing masks. Oh, yeah. No, my mask? Yeah, that's why it's like, one is a little half piece, and it's like, I'm gonna have a strap, so I like pretty much it's probably gonna be hanging like this, or I'm just gonna, like, because like it's like, my whole fit's gonna kind of be like a, what is it? Kind of utility looking thing. I'm actually gonna make it almost where I can almost like clip it to my side or whatever. So, what? Oh, wait. Is it demise? Is that what it's supposed to be? Oh, I was like, is it dimes? Bless my heart. Okay, thank you. I appreciate when people just like, hey, you're trying. Like, just tell me. Like, don't sit up there like, damn, you get like, now I don't know what the fuck. Like sometimes I be missing the joke in it. Okay, so thank you. Welcome in. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. But yeah, so that's what I'm probably gonna do with it. I ain't gonna lie. This the shine, bitch. The shine. You see it? And honestly, with you guys know, with some contacts, I'm about to have the most just stupid ass eyelashes with it. I think I gotta do like a slit in one of my eyebrows. And you know I'm not gonna do a real one. I'm about to make this look like it is something. Oh. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's besides the point. Like I said, this looks this fire, and I still gotta paint this. Like, this is gonna be black, and like this little button thing, it first makes me think that you guys can't see it. Is there a way? There you go. You can kind of see it. Like, it looks like there's a button right there that's silver. So that's gonna stand out more because the background of that would be black. So yeah. So like, I'm gonna tell y'all what. Just imagine. Like, this is just like not basic mask, but if I can get to the point where I can get one of my favorite Destiny masks and then get the lights on, oh my god. Like, oh my god. Like, my brain is just like I will be so happy. So yeah, then I'm gonna hang it up on my wall and have a whole thing. Like, that's gonna be my whole decor. Like, literally, even if I get a house, like, I just thought about that too. Side note, real note, gonna be let that be the note. Like me getting a house, like, I was thinking about it, like, I was like, oh, well, you know, my living room and this, that, and the other, like, it would need to be this, that, and the other. Like, you know, you feel like it needs to be like, I need to put like my game stuff in the game room, and this needs to be this, and then this just looks like the common area. My ass, like, it's gonna be gamed up, cartooned up all through my house, and you know why I'm not gonna care? Because who is paying the mortgage? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Is it direct? Is it DirectX? Is that what it's supposed to be? Hey, welcome in. Thank you guys so much for the follow. We're getting closer to the follow goal. And by the way, once we make it to whatever the next 1,000 is, I don't know where I'm at. But once we make it to the goal, I think I'll make it to 2,000. Finally, it seemed like it takes. I'm gonna be honest. I really appreciate y'all's support, because me getting followers, it seemed like it'd be taking years for me to get places that people get in months. But yeah. So once I get to that, then every 1,000 unlocks a 12-hour stream. So shout out to my homegirl Jonesy. I seen that she do that, and I'm like, that's fire. That's a cool ass idea. So what is your DreamCon cosplay? So I'm going as Bucky. So it's gonna be like because if you guys haven't noticed, like, my favorite color is purple. So I did like a purple themed out Bucky. It's a little ashy right now. I need to clean it up because I just took the tape off while we were on stream. And then I have kind of hard to show y'all because it's a little late. So if you do end up coming back and seeing the stream, like watching it back, like, this is like, this isn't the, like, this is the gun. It's like, damn girl, 3 pieces, but this is a part of the gun. Like, I was painting it and whatnot, so I'm gonna assemble it and glue it together, but I still need to do a little bit of detailing for the Bucky gun itself, and obviously that's gonna be purple themed out to match, you know, the whole gig. So yeah, like, I was gonna try to assemble it on stream, but like, because I still have to do some detailing, and the mask itself, I have to babysit that while I was out on the patio and make sure that I didn't blow across the city streets. So yeah, so that's gonna be the goal. So like, yeah, if you check back, you'll see what the gun is fully looking like and everything. And yeah, so if anything, if you guys are new here and whatnot, so even if you guys aren't subbed to me and you're like, damn girl, I ain't trying to watch these ads, you can also watch me on YouTube. And since I'm not, a bigwig over there, I ain't got no ads, so you can watch it ad free. So if nothing else, I would just ask if you could just hit it with a like. And if you see anything you like because you missed like commenting on it here live, I would greatly appreciate like any comments, just because it lets me know who the hell's watching this, but also just like it's the feedback that I feel like unfortunately I missed because people didn't get to see it live. You know what I'm saying? So literally if you see something that was just like, oh, that's kind of fire, or even especially with the 3D printing, if it's stuff that you know, help me out, let me know, because literally I had the biggest problem with like my spray can getting stuck, and I was like, damn, because I kind of fell out of the artist community because I was heavily in that years ago, and I'm like, damn, I couldn't remember any of my spray painting artist friends. I'm like, what do you do? But luckily I was able to figure it out. But like I said, if you guys have any tips, tricks, I know Forge was in here and he was talking about like some people to recommend, please do that. I don't mind that, like noting some people that can help me. I don't look at that as like promo. Like literally if they can help, like help me. Like who am I? You know what I'm saying? So you said, oh Sam, I'm proud of you on this cosplay as a whole project. Yeah, my bad. Like yeah, like that's why I'm like I wasn't trying to make this stream too long, so it'd be easy to kind of click back. So I show like the 3D print, what it looks like assembled, and then like each of the parts, what it's gonna look like and whatnot. And yeah, so once it's all put together, like I said, some of this I actually just gotta go rinse under and get like some of the glue that's on there off. And yeah, so honestly I'm probably gonna still work on this tonight, and I do have some other things I need to work on for DreamCon as far as like my handout. So I have the stuff for my mods ready to go. I may actually end up hitting you up, Paige, because I was working on one of yours and I think I may want to adjust it to see if you like it better one way or another. So yeah, so we'll work on that. Wait a minute, Nat, why did it do you like that? Why did it just say, is the alert gonna come through? Why is it, and why is my chat like that? I don't think it should be. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Let me see how it comes up. Oh, it comes up right there. Interesting. You said, I don't know. Literally chose 6 months. 6 months what? Like what? Did you do the thing that Athena did? Like where you like, I don't want to say pre-ordered me. That sounds crazy. But like where you did it like 6 months in advance or something? Did it do that, or was it just like you're doing like 6 months in a row or something like that? Cause I don't know. Cause it's like the bot came up where it's like okay, but it didn't, like the alert itself didn't trigger, and I don't know why. Like, oh my gosh, you said you pre-ordered me. Oh girl. Maybe that's it. Maybe it just doesn't have a, maybe I don't have a pre-order. I don't know why we're calling it pre-order, but that's us now. We're gonna say you pre-ordered me, but there's not a pre-order then. That's crazy. Well, either way, I'm gonna make sure, let it be known. You know what I'm saying? Now with that 6 months pre-order on your girl, thank you, appreciate it. Making sure it didn't have, what is it? Oh, hold you out of your money though. Oh yeah, I was like, how me out of my money? Yeah, no, it should, like, I'll check, because I gotta check out how it does that stuff, but it still should have popped, because I'm gonna be honest, like, why wouldn't that almost start, like, because honestly, I forgot how long I had the time frame of it though. Like, you would have think it would have triggered even, I mean, not saying we would have made it, but I'm just saying it would have triggered the hype train just because of like the amount of resubs and stuff like that. That's kind of weird, but either way. But yeah, good night, Max. Thank you so much. I'm getting ready to head off too, so you guys have a great one. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, like I'm gonna, honestly, I really do need to get me a snack. I think that's why like I had the headache that I did, because I just been literally outside, inside doing this, and I'm not gonna lie, I forgot to eat, and then this whole time I haven't really been able to play Marvels at all. So I'm probably gonna give me a snack, and like I said, I know it's late. If anybody is interested in jumping in the Discord, you guys can. If not, I'm just gonna be in there just knocking some stuff out. Probably be watching an anime or something on the side. But I thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys being here. Like I said, I apologize about yesterday, but I feel like we made it up today. And then, you know, if it feels like I was nagging at y'all, I wasn't. I just want y'all to have fun. You know, shout out to, you know, Joshua Nils. Like, if you guys do see his stuff, or you guys are watching his back, like, you know, prayers to him and his family in regards to his mom with cancer right now. And then, yeah, like, yeah, just like I said, just spend time with your family and all this kind of good stuff. We're gonna have fun at DreamCon. Don't worry about it. Like I said, whatever body you coming with, we wearing confidence, hope, and prayer. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. We're gonna have us a good ass time. That's all that matters. Yeah, and outside of that, if you ain't seen Sinners, and I know I'm late as hell, but you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hey, either. I'll just say this, if you're in the Discord, hey, I'm on the same wave as Mother. We'll just leave it at that. So, love the movie. If you haven't seen it, go see it. I'll be honest, I wouldn't be against seeing it again. So yeah, maybe one day we'll talk about that. Or not. Maybe it's already obvious. I don't know. But yeah, so I don't want to spoil it for anybody if you haven't seen it. Maybe we'll just have that be like a Discord day and we can kind of go over some stuff because there was some things I wanted to highlight and whatnot with y'all. But yeah, I thank y'all so much. I don't know. I think it's kind of late. I didn't think I seen anybody I know on that I would just want to just surprise y'all with. If I see something, I'll send you guys over there. But other than that, y'all get y'all sleep. I'll see you guys in the Discord later. If you guys are interested, just hang out. If you guys are just up. And then other than that, yeah, this has been great. I appreciate you guys so much. If you guys came in late, all good. Like I said, you got YouTube or you can watch this back. It's all good. And I appreciate y'all support. And hopefully I'll be able to see you guys next week. You guys have a good one. And whoa. Goodbye.